But now we can test to see if this picks up on the cast.
Good. You just let me know when we're ready. Because I'm ready to play some fucking D&D.
Hells yeah.
Intensity I want.
There's gonna.
I'm either all or nothing, Mario. There's no. And there's no 70% with me.
Do you have it up
I
still?
just lost. I lost it. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I gotta
get my
spells.
I actually named that last podcast last night "Drunk as Fuck Mic Test." Apparently,
That's amazing.
Save it for. I'm sure we'll do a clip show in another 3 years. We did it last year.
Sweet. Okay, so we're up. Good. We're live.
Sure. We good to go?
G22 Mac Mail. I don't know who that is.
That's Mac.
Oh, okay. So
Let's talk about Jeroos.
Mac, what's going on, buddy? I talked to Mac today. Mac just actually had his gallbladder taken out, so he's probably listened to us because he's laid up.
That is.
That's Mac.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about Jeroos.
There's a severe delay.
Mac, what's going on, buddy? I talked to Mac today. Mac just actually had his.
Boom.
Sounds like you're casting spells already, dude.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's playing that same bit over and over again because it keeps hearing it.
I know. Hold on.
Christ, Tyler.
Shut your mouth.
Just not go live if it comes down to it.
That is also true, but
Bareka might peck our eyes out. I'm sorry. It's just
I'm wearing a wig from now on.
All right. Test. Yo. I like how you throw up a fucking
Sorry, I didn't.
on accident. I know.
It's like, who the fuck is messaging me? Oh.
that's sort of the exact same thing I just thought. I was like, why is my phone going off? Oh, it's Mario sitting across from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Mac, can you still hear us? Perfect.
I think it's good, yeah?
Are we good?
Okay, I'll turn this off now, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. As much as I'd like to hear myself over and over again.
And we can still hear ourselves here. Sweet.
Okay, good. Welcome to Bitfaced. Tonight we're going to do something on the podcast that we've been talking about doing since we started this thing. We've got our new friend Mario here, and he's going to be our dungeon master. And tonight we're going to play Dungeons and Dragons on Bitfaced. To my left, the sexy chameleon, a.k.a. Peacock, Baby Feet Bex, which she hates.
Fuck you, God.
D&D's already starting off great. To my right, Tyler Run, TRG Glaze. So I am actually not going to be Eric tonight. I'm going to be Vander, the Flame Touched, and I'm going to back up now, and I'm going to hand it over to our Dungeon Master to get things started.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mario. I'm the Dungeon Master for today's Bitfaced episode, as well as the Dungeon Master for a podcast and YouTube videos called Role Models, where I take a group of cosplayers who sneak, stumble, and occasionally stab their way through D&D, and we have a lot of fun. We'll probably be doing our first episode in February, so check us out. We got a Facebook and everything going. That's Role Models, ROLE Models. All right? Okay, guys. You all ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons? Some mazes and monsters?
I'm stoked. I'm ready.
When's the last time you guys have played? Becca, you play all the time, right?
No.
Me and Bex have played together a few times, yeah.
Yeah. But I had never played until I met Mario, and he did kind of an intro game with me and a few of my other friends who had never played before, and it was an absolute train wreck.
Yeah, everybody, a lot of people died.
Everyone died. We were rolling ones for like 6 rolls straight. Like, oh my god, what is happening? So,
it was some serious post-traumatic stress inducing, but they come back, and you guys definitely should watch Role Models because you can also get some of that post-traumatic stress. You play your cards right, okay, guys?
Mario, before we get into the actual campaign, tell us a little bit about your history with Dungeons and Dragons, just briefly.
Of course. I started playing D&D for the reason why everyone starts playing D&D, to meet girls. That's not true. No, Broeka is one of the few people that girls that play Dungeons and Dragons. However, Role Model's been blessed with like 3 really funny, really cute girls I love to play. So, I started playing D&D probably when I got out of high school. I always wanted to play in high school, but I was too busy pretending to be the cool kid that played rugby. And really, I was in the closet, both in liking D&D and dudes. No, just kidding. Just D&D. Just D&D. But yeah, so and I started playing, and I've loved it ever since. The ability to do like collective storytelling with other people is easily one of the best things to have going for yourself. It's perfect.
Yeah, are you always Dungeon Master, or do you play in campaigns where you actually play?
Yeah, I play a bunch. I have a few characters that I run. I'm DM for several different games too. It's definitely what I like to do in my free time. So playing pretend is, you can never, don't knock it because it's a lot of fun once you start playing it.
Well, I'm excited to play tonight. Does everyone want to kind of introduce what character you're playing
I've got
first,
it all
or
set up for
you
you guys.
already have it?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's all you, bro.
All right, guys. So we're about to dive into some Dungeons and Dragons. So let me get my DM voice on. All right. So we begin as many stories do, on the road. 3 travelers hold their cloaks tied about them under gray skies, that their boots squelching through muddy roads. A constant rain laps against each of you as you move forward, seemingly imploring you to turn back while you still can. All that any of you can do is turn inward as you trudge forward, your thoughts forming a bulwark against the elements. You think back to the last fight days ago, but feels like years. Running through a labyrinth of cave passages, battling through a myriad of horrors and traps within, all that blood, sweat, and maybe a few tears, for an item that you hope to attach a hefty price tag to. A single dragon egg. Each of you remember as the egg was wrenched from the dying lizard cultist's claws as he hacked out a dying laugh and said, "This changes nothing. The prophecy will come to pass. The world will be born anew upon wings of flame." As fate would have it, something was born on your trek out of those wilds. The egg hatched, revealing a golden-scaled dragon baby. Despite its reptilian nature, it's pretty adorable, and its golden plates seem to glisten and glow brightly even in the oppressive overcast weather. It also has a small purple crystal inset in its head, right between its small horns, and it shimmers in its head as it moves. You also think it may have some of unintended developmental impacts on the dragon, as this one is usually seen chasing its own tail, gnawing on rocks, sticks, or pine cones. It also drools a bunch. Not a huge problem, except its drool seems to be highly corrosive and sizzles and burns everything it touches. So, would you like to name this creature? Anything?
Oh my god.
It's golden with a purple gem in the center.
We got to come up with something.
It's it's on the smaller side of a medium-sized dog.
So I mean, we basically have a puppy. We should call her Dragon Puppy.
Yeah, dangerous, drooling acid puppy.
Name it Titus.
No. Oh, let's go with Merlin. That was the other name.
I like Merlin.
Merlin?
Merlin's good.
I'm down with Merlin.
Merlin?
Yeah, Merlin the Dragon.
All right, perfect. Now, dragons in this world are very rare and very legal to be carrying. On a scale of 1 to crack cocaine, you guys are carrying super crack. It's not 10 to 20 years if you get caught with this either. It's probably going to be straight off with your head, no questions asked. But you've been hired to quietly deliver Merlin to a man named Beaumont in the city of Thresh. So, knowing that, how would you like to carry this dragon? You just want to let it fly around? Is it flapping around its cage? Is it someone's cloak? Like, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm not carrying that.
It's
got
as big as you
corrosive
are.
drool. Yeah. No, that's a mid-sized puppy. Like, that's not that.
I think we need to keep it hidden based on what I've just heard about
We
us
definitely
getting
need
the
to.
heads chopped off. Probably want to avoid that.
I
Yeah,
don't
for
think
sure.
I have any like anti-corrosive gear though. So
I don't either. I don't think. Well,
No.
I'm a magic user.
I have a disguise kit.
We can disguise
Can I disguise
the
it as a
dragon.
puppy?
Yeah, of course.
I want to disguise the dragon as a puppy.
Done and done. So what you need to do is you're going to take
Sweet.
that D20
Yeah.
and you're going to go ahead and you're going to roll a. What's a good? Let's do a deception roll.
All right. I have +1 to deception.
So go ahead and take a roll.
And the first roll is off the table.
Off the table. That's -5. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll re-roll it.
Go ahead.
So 15.
15. All right. So you get some of your disguise kit because you're a thief, and you go ahead and you put a little bit of ears and some dirt on its scales, and it looks a lot like a dragon that you dressed up to look like a puppy. But I mean,
I think that works.
from a distance, though, no one's going to be able to really tell. At least that's the hope.
Perfect. You know what? Dogs might have wings. So
All right. So, if we go ahead and take our, we're gonna go ahead and take our imaginary camera and we're gonna go ahead and pan in to our adventurers, all three of you, and the dragon baby Merlin, and you're gonna be looking at a crossroads and standing in this rain and this mud, and there's gonna be two paths that you can take. But let's go ahead and explain the crew really quick and see who these three people are that are standing there. So I'll do the introductions if you guys don't mind.
Sounds good.
Not at all.
So this motley crew consists of Brex, a.k.a. the Rekka, a half-orc barbarian weighing in at 220 pounds. I'd call you a mountain of muscle, but your biceps alone make mountains feel really inadequate. Becca, what does Brex feel about this new dragon companion you guys have? About Merlin.
It would have made a better breakfast.
Yeah, what does the Rekka think of this?
I don't know. I'm having a hard time separating my own feelings, which is, oh, dragon puppy.
I mean, your giant half-orc barbarian can also have a soft side for scaly.
I think she
painful to-
does. I mean, if you just look in her eyes, you can tell that she's definitely got a soft spot for misunderstood, dangerous creatures like herself.
Perfect. All right, so next up, we've got the complete opposite to Brex, a halfling rogue named Havelock, played by.
played by Tyler, of course. I'm the sneaky, deceptive one.
Yeah, a halfling rogue, in fact, weighing in at 70 pounds. You may only be 4 foot tall, but you stand among taller men, and you guarantee you will slay all of them. So what do you think of this dragon companion? What is Havelock?
You know what? It's kind of a nuisance. I'd rather not have something that's gonna, potentially get us killed, but I'll fuck anyone up who tries. So
That's the outlook. That's
Yeah.
Last but not least, we have the human sorcerer, the Flame Touch. What was the name you got for him? Vander the Flame Touch, whose weight and height I won't bother reading because when you can throw a goddamn fireball and shoot lightning out of your eyes, it really doesn't matter how tall or how much you weigh is. So, Eric, what does Vander the Flame Touch think of the new dragon friend?
I think we need to figure out what we need to do with this dragon and get rid of it as soon as possible.
Can't believe you didn't have a better spell that we could have used to disguise it.
I'm still looking, but I don't. I don't think I have anything. That was my first thought, but I think we're gonna have to go with your very shoddy makeup job.
you know what? It's better than nothing, though.
It is.
True. From a distance, it does look like a very strange dog, but
That's right.
strange dog is better than actual straight-up dragon. So
It's not gonna draw attention, and if anyone gets too close, well,
I'll smash them.
they may have to taste my blade.
nice. All right. So muddy, wet, and tired, you see before you 2 roads. The road to the left runs into the foothills nestled under the mountain known as Giant's Respite. This is probably the most well-traveled route by merchants and folk about their business. However, if loose talk is to be believed, the way has recently been beset by bandits who prey on the unwary. Now, the path to your right, however, leads sharply downward into thin, white-trunked trees full of brightly colored orange and yellow leaves that blow gently on the wet wind. This is the faster way to your destination, the city of Thresh, but it doesn't take a scholar to figure out that all the rain in the last few weeks, you might need to ford a flooded river. Which way do you choose, adventurers?
You guys ever seen The Wizard of Oz? I think the way with the river is a trap.
I mean, I think you might be right, but also we've heard that there's a lot of bandits, and it's a more commonly traveled path, so we'll have to deal with more people.
True, and since your makeup job is shoddy at best.
Hey, amazing.
I might have a solution if I'm going to look up one of these spells in a second, where maybe I can shrink the dragon we can fit it in one of our pockets.
Oh, that'd be cool. But it's going to drool some corrosive, drool into your pocket.
Anybody wearing armor?
You guys have enough repairing equipment to probably armor up, maybe make a little muzzle.
I'm not saying we
dragon.
have to keep the dragon shrunk, but I think it's an option if we do run into on either path.
Do you have that spell? You find out real quick.
Oh, no, I have it. I just haven't read the description. I do have enlarge, reduce.
So what that'll do is that'll take a medium-sized creature and make it a large, or take a medium-sized creature and make a small. This is a small-sized creature, so it'll turn it into a tiny.
To tiny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tiny's probably, handheld?
Yeah. It'll
So
turn
that'd
it
be
into
good.
a little bit bigger than a bunny.
Just trying to come up with a solution here in case we do run across people, which I imagine in a Dungeons & Dragons campaign we probably will.
We're not just going to walk willy-nilly to our destination.
I don't think we're just going to make it there, roll a d6, and be done with the evening. So that's kind of what path are you guys thinking? I'm all down for a vote.
Merlin is simply chasing his tail at this point and then rolling in the mud, making funny reptile noises.
Perfect. He's just further enhancing my disguise.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
Doing a better job than you did.
Bro, Eka with the burns. Brex is throwing more than just throwing axes, ladies and gentlemen. There's some fire here.
I mean, my opinion is we go the better traveled path with the bandits because I'm all about smashing in some skulls.
All right. I think...
Robert Frost would say to take the other path.
Yeah.
Well, fuck Robert Frost, okay?
I'm with Bex. Even though we might have to risk the dragon being seen, who knows, we might run into a merchant that has something that we need for our journey.
True. All right, but...
And we all want to fight, right?
How about this?
Yes.
How about this? If you successfully reduce the dragon, we go down that path.
If I don't, then we go the Wizard of Oz path.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sweet.
So what do I have to do here, Mario,
All
to cast this enlarge spell? It's a
Or
level
reduce.
3.
Right.
All right, so all you need to do is you just wander up to Merlin, who playfully tries to nip at your fingers, which you've learned from him many tries and some succeeds. Not a fun experience. So as he tries to nip, you kind of put your hand on his forehead, and you speak your magic words, and suddenly the dragon just kind of goes and shrinks itself down to the size of a kind of a bigger bunny, like a large rabbit.
How long does the spell last? Do we have to be concerned about recasting at any point?
Yes, it's a concentration spell. So as long as you go ahead and don't cast another concentration spell, and I'll let you know which ones are concentration spells and which ones aren't,
Awesome.
it will last until your concentration breaks.
Nice.
Okay.
I think that's worth.
However, it will only go for a minute, I should say. So you can only concentrate on it for a minute, and then after a minute, it'll stop.
Oh man, that's not long enough.
Well, so I think we save that for if we do have to
Yeah.
talk to a merchant
Right.
or whatever.
If anyone starts
Sorry, I
to get
said that
close,
kind of backwards. My bad.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, this
Yeah.
is good to know.
If anyone starts to get too close, it looks small from far away anyways, so you'll just shrink it when they get close.
All right, cool. So you guys gonna go ahead and take the hills, the road more traveled?
Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
So you guys muddily trudge off into the hills. Now, these hills in this path, it's full of sparse vegetation, but there are ample scattered rocks everywhere. The wind whips around them and through the hills and seems to seek out every open part of your clothing and cuts chill right into you. The rain has stopped, though, so it's the little victories right now. There's a road that winds its way through. You can see why bandits would want to prowl this road, as its quick turns and many rock shelter can lead to all kinds of gnarly surprises. As you make your way along the road, you find yourselves turning in a bend and coming across quite the scene. Two people sheltering behind a wagon stacked high with goods in the middle of the road, a man and a woman. The man is armed with only an old bow, but an amazingly dark, hanging mustache. He motions for you to come over, saying out loud, "Hey, you, buddy, over there. Hey, hold on. Come closer, but keep your head down."
Well, you guys both know what my first thought is, so what are you guys thinking?
He's only seen, who's first? I would take it.
Becca would be.
Me, the meat shield.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he has only seen...
And I assume, Tyler, you would be in the back?
I was gonna say, in fact, can I stay like an extra 10 feet behind?
Sure.
That's what
He's
I'm
only
gonna
seen
do.
Broeka, because it's a blind turn. So right when he turns, boom, that was it. But that's the only person she's seen right now.
What are you gonna do then?
I'll walk up to him. I can smash anything and anyone, so
So
I'm not scared.
as you come closer, you can tell that this guy is crouched behind his cart, along with a woman as well, blonde-haired woman, high cheekbones, smart eyes that seem to dart back and forth, and that woman's holding a crossbow. And this man says to you, "Quickly, get down! It's the bandits! They're up there!" And he points over to the hills, and there seems to be a lot of rocks and outcroppings there. If you want to see if you can see them, you can roll a perception check.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, if you'd like.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. 12. Do you have bonuses?
So that'd be 12 plus 2, so 14. So you make out just barely the tip of what you think may be a spear or a sword, and then it's gone. But somebody looks like they're definitely up there, and it's a lot of somebody's, because it's just, the rocks don't glint. Steel does.
Right.
Iron does, and these things are glinting. As if to emphasize your point, a lazy arrow just kind of flies out from one of the rocks and lands 5 feet from you. And so you hear a voice saying, "Oi! You best get away! Yeah, between you! It's between me and that bastard right there!" To which the man with the mustache replies, "You're ugly and probably a terrible shot. Wait, you are a terrible shot.
I feel like I'm in Monty Python.
Elderberries everywhere."
I'm gonna crouch and go over to the overturned cart
All right,
if I can fit behind it.
cool. How about, what are you guys doing? What's Havelock and Flame Touched up to?
I want to cast Detect Magic.
Of course. So that automatically happens.
Okay.
You close your eyes, and as you close your eyes, you concentrate hard on the weave of magic that flows through everything. And as you open your eyes, all you can see is the magic essence in all things everywhere. Unfortunately, it doesn't show you things that are hidden behind strong and thick objects. However, as you look around, you can kind of see the outlines, predator vision style. Nothing around you is that magical, other than the dragon, which is behind you, which you look at, who just simply pulses magic like heat off of him.
That's awesome. Well, let's see. I'm going to try to hide behind my pal here. I'm just going to stick behind him.
Cool. Give me a stealth roll.
Awesome. I can do that.
Can you? I don't. Let's let the dice decide.
Oh, I have a plus 10 to stealth.
Yeah, you're an
Holy
expert
crap.
in it.
Dang, unless I get like a 1.
Yeah, being 311 really helps.
19.
So, Vandar, after you detect magic, you open your eyes and you kind of like look around, and your halfling friend Havelock is just gone, like gone. And
I can see Becca behind the cart.
Yeah, if you can pop your head out of this blind turn, because there's a very large stone that kind of separates your vision, but you pop your head out, and as you look back to tell Havelock what you're seeing, he's not there.
Okay. What are you guys thinking? It sounds like they've got a beef, and maybe we need to stay out of it.
So, Brex, excuse me, the Rekka. So as you go ahead and make your way over to this man with his amazing large mustache, his dark pools of eyes, and heavy eyebrows, he says to you, "I'm so glad you're here. You are quite big, which is quite perfect." He like almost reaches out to grab your bicep, but he kind of like stops himself and then looks over to the woman that's behind him and looks back at you and goes, "I was just on my way into trash. But these bandits, they attacked me, and now they want to take all of the foodstuffs that I have here. Looking over at the cart, you can tell there's a bunch of boxes of carrots and lettuce and lots of potatoes. Too many potatoes. Please help me get out of here. My cart is stuck in the mud. That dumb horse is over there and it won't move. And he points over to a horse that's just kind of lazily eating grass and thinking horsey thoughts. No, please, it's just me. My name is Valka, and this is my wife. And to which the blonde woman replies, "We'll soon be your ex-wife, Valka, if we can't get out of here." And haha, you're so funny, dear. No, but please, if you could help us simply lift this cart and we can be on our way, use it as cover. Otherwise, the bandits said they'll start an avalanche and bring down all the rocks. It's actually called a rock slide, dear. Thank you, woman. Please, help us.
You have 2 minutes to explain to me what I'm going to get for helping you guys.
I have potatoes and some gold, but not much. I am a simple farmer. Simple's right. They are both there while talking to you. They're continually looking up the hill. Valka with his bow, with an arrow readied, and the woman whose name you haven't learned yet, with her crossbow, kind of peeking. But listen, if you could help me, I could sell this. It's going to be at the premium. The floods that have happened have washed out all of the farmlands. Food is going for a lot of money right now. In fact, it's probably what those bad shot, ugly bastards, he yells, are looking for. No, please, just help me. Once we get to town, I can pay you.
Hey, he's got a cart. He's going the same place we're going, and we can hide the dragon in said cart.
Very good point. All right, fine. I'll help you, but you owe me.
Okay.
T?
I mean, that means he is probably going to see said dragon.
So, right when you say help him, another lazy arrow comes flying out, and you hear a big thunk right into the cart. And he says, some guy says, "Oi, just leave it. Leave the food. Go on your way. Take your ugly horse, and just go. We won't hurt you. Just go. If you try to leave, we'll start the rock slide, and then you'll all be dead. And then we'll still get the food." What? And you hear, like, kind of not quietly, but why aren't we starting the rock slide yet?
You guys still think I should help him with the cart?
You guys aren't close to each other. But
Yeah, no, we're not that close to you.
And okay, so what does Havelock want to do?
that's not-
Havelock's pretty much freaking invisible at this point.
I'm just chilling. Like, can I make my way?
Yeah, why don't you sneak up
I was going
on
to say,
the
can I make
dudes?
my way past the cart and all the way over to these hidden people? How far are they?
So, like, they're just right up the ridge. So once you crest that ridge, you
Alright.
can think, because where you're hearing it,
Yeah.
seems about right.
Okay. Is there enough cover? Like
yeah,
these
there's
rocks?
a lot of rocks, and it's a
Great.
kind of a steep gradient.
I'm going to try to sneak over and get a look at how many people there are over there.
All right, just give me another a stealth roll, so that way you're not skylining yourself against the
course.
ridge.
Yeah.
9 plus 10,
plus
so
10.
19.
That's still pretty good.
All right, so as you get to the ridge, you immediately drop behind one rock and crawl the rest of the way. You are silent as a snake as you make your way over there. Go ahead and give me a perception roll, because you're looking down now at all of maybe these bandits that are looking around.
Cool. I have a +5 to perception.
Perfect. Yeah, you are the scout. You are the hairy-footed scout who eats second breakfasts.
Oh, shit. 2 + 5.
All right.
That sucks.
So as you like stick your head out and look around, these guys have some good cover and you can't really see them. But what you do see are people that are not taking cover, the ones that are farther behind.
All right.
And not a single one of them is a man. They all look like women and children, and they look like hungry, wet, and tired women and children. Not a lot. Like, I'd say under like 7 or 8. But I don't know. You probably heard Valka, as he's not a very quiet talker, but you think that these might be the people that suffered from the flood and they're refugees.
Yeah, so they definitely don't seem to me like bandits.
You don't see anybody armed, though.
Yeah.
But you know they're around.
Okay.
The lack of menfolk might
Yeah,
tip you off.
that very well tips me off. But I don't know necessarily that they're dangerous if we give them the food, and they probably need it. So I'm going to go back and report to my homies.
Okay. So as you guys are, you can talk with Flame Touch. Vander, what are you doing right now?
So he's heading back. Bex is hiding behind the cart.
Yeah.
I'm going to go join Bex behind the cart.
All right, cool. Why don't you go ahead and... All right, so as you run, another arrow gets shot out, and as you run, it lands way far off from you. You can feel it like go over your head, and you hear someone say, "Oi, how many are you? Stop going over to the cart!" And you make your way over there without any incident, though.
All right.
Oh, there's more of you, says Valka. Hello, can you help me with this cart as well? I can't pay everyone, though. Just putting that out there, okay? I can only pay so much. I'm just a farmer, all right? But please help us. If you can help us lift this and maybe use... He, like, looks you up and down again. He goes, oh, you are one of the magic shooter lightning bolts, huh? Why don't you just shoot a fireball up there, kill every single one of those ugly bastards?
We're not going to kill him. I'm with you, Tyler. I think we give them the food. We help the people with the cart, and we get on our way.
Whoa. I'm sorry, what? Give food? We cannot just give this food. This food is worth quite a bit of money, on top of the fact that I spent a very long time farming and buying most of it. I cannot just give it up.
But they're starving, so you want them to starve.
I will starve if I don't sell this food. And then wife will leave me. I'm already probably going to leave you, Valka. You see? This is what I deal with. And now you want to take all food and give the bandits?
What if you sold half of it and we gave half to them to eat?
It's pretty diplomatic.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. Why don't we just ask them how much money they have? Ugly, bad, short people. How much money do you have for this food?
Or you can either give them half or give them all.
To the first response that Valka gave, as he's about to respond to you, so like you hear a murmuring going, not much.
It's definitely Monty Python.
Wait, so am I being robbed by you now? I thought you were a big adventurer here to save me.
Not if you're going to be greedy. These people are starving. It's been natural disasters.
I cannot sell them if they have no money. This is when you guys would make a persuasion check, or an intimidation check, or a deception check. Like, there's plenty of charisma stuff here.
Oh, intimidation for me, for sure.
Yeah, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
I'll roll for intimidation.
Sounds good.
I want to roll for persuasion because, dude, we can either help you or we can't. We can leave right now.
I don't really care what happens. I'm just going to let you guys know that.
That was a 9. And I've got +4.
Cool.
9 + 4.
Cool. So, Valka is not a big man, but he does look like a man of the earth, like salt of the earth. However, you've noticed something about your size. It usually invokes two things from guys. One, they're usually intimidated, or two, they're easily attracted to it. So they're always uncomfortable by the end, no matter what happens. You don't know where Valka fits in this, but he is definitely uncomfortable. And he goes, okay, how about you give me some money, and then I can go ahead and leave half here for the people. You guys have the price he puts for you is slightly over what you guys have.
I'm not giving this fool any money.
I'm not giving him anything.
Because if I can't get any money, then I starve. I don't make any money off of my hard work.
Which is why we're giving you the option to keep and sell half of it.
Or you can stay here and die.
These are poor decisions and poor choices. If you could just...
This is what we're stuck with here, Velk, so...
To which the blonde woman puts her hand on her husband's back and says, Valka, this doesn't seem like the people you really want to piss off. Does that make sense? And Valka, hearing that, looks to Brex, looks to the obvious magic user, and says, Bliad, suka. All right, fine. This is the first time I've ever been saved and then robbed by bandits, but fine. This works, whatever. Help me unload this. Tell these guys not to start the rock slide. Okay? Could you say that? And almost on cue, the people who are like, listen, you go and see the count of 5, all right? 5, 4, 3.
We're giving you food. Hang on.
Wait, what? It worked? and out pops the head of an older man. He looks very weathered, and he's got a straw hat on. And he goes, really?
Really, we can't give you all of it. We'll give you some.
This ain't a trap, is it?
No.
He looks shifty-eyed at you, mostly because you're a giant freaking orc that's saying, a half orc that's saying, no, this isn't a trap.
I probably shouldn't be doing the negotiating.
He rolled a natural 1. Trustworthy Tom, this guy is. And goes, all right, that sounds about good. Yeah, okay. She's got a trustworthy face. And more farmers start to pop their head out. All men, all looking very haggard, all looking very weathered, beards. And they kind of like look around and they kind of like look at him and they look back at you and they like, this guy should not be speaking for all of us. This is the kind of face you get from all these guys. They cautiously make their way down and they all are armed with weathered bows, beat up looking crossbows, or like literal pitchforks and torches pretty much. And they slowly weed their way down and not a single one sees you, Havelock. Not a single one sees you.
Good. I'm going to remain stealth.
Right. Thank you so much. And they start to like unpack stuff. Valka is looking like he's having fucking none of this. All right. He's just got his arms crossed and he's just shaking his head, just talking about bandits. Everyone's a Bliatsuka bandit. And like his wife, probably soon to be ex-wife, is like trying her best to like console him, but doesn't really sound like they're having it. And he goes to you after they've unloaded all the food and they've taken it back up to the hills. They profusely thank both of you. One farmer goes so far as to like shake your hand and then realize that you're a girl, and he kisses your hand and then like realizes he's maybe made a social faux pas, and he's kind of like very stiffly stands up and goes, I need to be somewhere else right now, and then like walks away. It's awkward, but it's heartfelt, all of it. And maybe you guys feel better about it, maybe you don't. But Valka makes it very clear via body language that you are not to be with him in his cart. And he gets his horse, ropes it back up, doesn't say another word to you. And with some help from the farmers that he's now fed, he pushes his cart back off the road and get out of the mud and starts on his way.
Good. I don't like Valka.
I don't
Greedy
either.
bastard.
He's too much like Chekhov from Star Trek.
Yeah, that's very true.
All right. So as you guys walk ahead, maybe you guys walk in front of like farther away from Valka. Do you guys want to stay around him, or do you want to let him go farther and just hang out?
Let's
for
let
a
him go
get ahead of
first.
us. He's got a cart. He'll.
That way, if we see the cart tipped over again, we know he got fucked.
All right. Valka will do a quick perception roll. Okay.
Yes.
So as he rolls away, you guys continue on your way to the city of Thresh. There's nothing else that really happens on your way there. Again, it's just the rain kind of picks up again, then lets up, picks up again. Your new Merlin dragon pet again bites pine cones, drools, and kind of looks a little dumb, but really cute, in a cute lizard kind of way. You know, it's pretty adorable.
He may be a nuisance, but I'm starting to adore him.
So as you go ahead and crest the hills and make your way down, you see the very large city of Thresh, which is entirely contained by these massive, huge walls. On each and every banner is a snake head looking at each other in a motif on the flags there. You're starting to see a lot more snake motifs, especially in the signs as you approach. You can say the city of Thresh has seen better days, but that would be a mistake, as the city is yet to see a good day. It's dreary and ugly, and nobody smiles as you make your way toward the gate. As if to underline the point of how terrible this place is, the gate has 2 partially decayed bodies hanging from nooses over its high arch, the sign on both reading the misspelled word for smuggler. The 2 guards at the front of the gate seeming to have mastered the quintessential guard look of looking both menacing and bored at the same time. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to fall in with the line of people that are making their way in?
I think we need to stick together no matter what. This place sounds like Mos Eisley times 10.
Wretched hive of scum and villainy is probably a perfect way to explain what the hell this thing looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely.
So am I gonna stand out?
There are a few half-orcs milling about, but not a lot.
Who is going into the town? Are we still with anybody? Are we still with these refugees?
No, they went back their way back up the hills,
All
probably
right.
to hopefully maybe build their farms. But
So just random people.
there are 2 guards, and they do seem to be checking people, random people almost, it looks like. Not really like patting them down or anything, but asking them their business, seeing what they're bringing in, maybe checking a few merchants, stuff like that.
I don't have a this is not the dragon you're looking for spell. So maybe we
You
shrink
do
him.
have a charm person? I believe you have a charm spell.
I think shrinking him and throwing him.
I don't
in,
think I do. Am I? Maybe I do.
Snap.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do.
You do now.
The dungeon master says as with his
now
pen.
charm only lasts for an hour though, and once it's gone, people know you've done some magic on them.
So, guys, you want to try to shrink the dragon and sneak in. It only lasts a minute.
I don't know. The distance that a minute would take, I think it's going to get kind of sketchy, but I think it's worth it because, like you said, if people know that they've been charmed, like, we should try it first. Worst comes to worst, you could probably clutch charm, whoosh, throw it out there.
You can only get one person, so when you roll that, you'll have to do a stealth check too, or a sleight of hand check to make sure they don't see your magic movements of your Naruto style hand movements and stuff. So
I say we shrink the dragon and try to make it in without incident. If I've got to pull the charm, Holly Marie Combs style, then I'll do that.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
So who should carry the dragon? Who's least likely to get checked?
you're all wearing heavy cloaks. And things like that.
Tyler's the least likely to get checked. You can do a stealth roll, can't you?
Yeah, I can sneak in
Can't
with
you try
someone
to
else.
sneak in?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah. If you shrink it, I'll throw it in my pocket. And I'll
Shrink
try
it,
to
Tyler's pocket, and then try to go in.
Yep.
So
The archway is relatively large, but again, these guys are checking. So when the guards try to look for you, they will get advantage on the roll, which means I roll 2d20 and take the highest because that's their job. You know, they're just looking for people.
understood.
That's fine.
But I mean, you've been invisible more.
+10
You are the David Blaine of freaking getting invisible.
I'm the
So.
stealth
Bex,
master.
if anything, you need to cause a scene so that they do check you, so Tyler can sneak right by.
However, I will say that your 311 frame and low strength, you're about 69, 70 pounds with your gear on. That dragon, while small, is heavy. Very heavy, as it is now.
Okay.
Does it not lose weight when I
does.
shrink it?
Yeah, it'll lose weight, so it'll be carryable, but as it is now, it's going to be rough.
It's heavy.
Because it is about, with its tail, it's your height with its tail.
I know, but even in tiny form.
Tiny form will be perfect.
Sweet. Shrink that bitch down, and I'm going to sneak past these guys.
And I'm going to approach the guards.
Okay, so what's the marching order? Who's it? Is Brecca in front? Maybe Havelock a couple feet behind?
Yeah.
Okay, and then where's Vander the Flame Touch?
I'm going to be in the back here because I'm going to have to, if something happens, I'm going to want to be away from the guard so I can try to pull that charm spell
Yeah.
if we need to.
That
So I'm
sounds
going to
good.
I'm going to be making my way towards the gate, but I'm going to be trying to be blending in a little bit as well.
I need
Paying
you to-
attention to my two friends here.
If you need to throw some salt around like a scallywag and just like yell at these guards while I
That's
sneak
what I
by.
was thinking.
Yeah.
I was going to
Be a little rude.
rush forward, push aside a bunch of other people that are ahead of me and say, "What's taking so long? This is ridiculous."
Now, Bex, you're not carrying
idea.
anything that would cause you to get in trouble, are you?
No.
No, you're not. You're good.
Okay.
Just making sure.
No, she says questioning
Okay.
me while she looks at the DM.
So you're gonna run ahead and start some
Yep,
shit.
pushing some people over.
All right, cool. Give me an intimidate roll.
Nice.
I feel like that's a good one. You're not trying to cause anybody some damage, though, right? You're
No.
not trying to like,
No,
like
I'm just
Wilhelm scream some poor
trying
guy.
to be big and distracting.
Okay,
That's good. I like it. 8. What's your intimidation?
4, I think,
4.
plus 4.
Yeah, so 12.
12.
It's not super.
Okay. All right. So as you go ahead and kind of rough your way through, pushing aside some people, like you try to push not so hard, but you forget your strength sometimes. And some people just go and like kind of like flies right out of the way, a good like 10 feet. It's very impressive. And the guards go, "Whoa! Slow down there, big lady." They are quite surprised that you are, in fact, a lady. But once they get a good eye on you, you are, in fact, quite the lady. Listen, you need to calm down, all right? You need to take it down a notch. This is a safe city. And you look behind you. This does not look like a safe city in any way, shape, or form. Now, if you're going to act like that, we're going to have to ask you to leave, or better yet, pay a quick fine. And the eyes that this guy gives you is one of those knowing eyes that says this is what you need to get in to get to the city. He throws out a number of something of which you have. However, this transaction is going quite quickly. And you don't know if you'll have enough time to sneak in. So you might need to find some way to kind of maybe haggle about the price. Maybe you got to keep this. Oh, it's only one guard that's currently looking at you, and the other one is ready with his halberd just in case things get real. And they're both looking at you, though. But he seems to relax after the idea of like money now is into play.
Yeah.
Because this is more familiar ground to them bribery.
Yeah, I'm going to get a little angry at his price and say, "That's way too high. Surely you can do better than that."
All right. Do you want to do an intimidation roll? Or you could do a perform roll if you're like throwing some hands around and like really, really trying to get
Spirit fingers. No, I'm gonna
I'll
do
give him a bonus on
intimidation.
stealth if you do performance. But if you want to do intimidation, that
really?
works too. It's up to you. You're better at intimidation, so
I have a +10 to stealth.
just remember, performance probably won't get you into trouble. Intimidation, if you roll badly, will get you
Will
into
get
trouble.
me into trouble. And you might have a +10, but the guards have advantage.
Yeah.
And you're carrying something.
So going to do intimidation or performance? It's up to you.
Performance. Fuck it.
All right.
What's your plus to performance?
Spirit fingers.
1.
So there we go.
8. 5.
5.
Oh my god.
Is that with your bonus?
No, 6.
Six.
Six. 6.
You're
So-
basically 3 doors down yesterday.
All right. So you go. You point your fingers out to tell this guy to listen, and you end up poking him right in the eye.
Oh.
To which,
So it's a Three Stooges performance.
yeah,
That's good.
not on accident, but you got a big meaty sausage finger, so it pretty much black eyes this dude. And at that, the man with the halberd goes halt, and then tries to attack you with said halberd.
Oh my god.
He hits you, but you can tell that he's not trying to kill you. He's trying to subdue you. So the way he hits you, it's with the flat of the blade, and you take.
You about to take damage, fool?
You take 7 damage from this halberd strike.
Okay.
How much health do you have?
48.
A lot.
Oh, okay. You're fine.
Yeah, she has a lot. The attack that he's trying to do is trying to knock you to the ground. So why don't you go ahead and give me an athletics roll to see if you get knocked to the ground?
9.
+7, so 16.
Oh,
Oh wow.
so you're able to continue to stand up, and just in time too, because if you had fallen, you would have fallen right on Havelock with his dragon.
Thank you for not.
And so like your bulk is able to block the halberd from you falling right on top of him, and you're able to sneak right in Havelock.
Sweet.
Are you still in here, Vander? You're still here? Are you kind of milling around with this now growing crowd that's watching this fight? And
I was about to cast Charm on old Halberd there if things didn't go correctly.
sure. If
I
you
appreciate you looking out.
if you want to do that right now, he's got his halberd at her.
Yeah, let's do a Charm.
Okay.
cast.
Cool.
What do I have to do?
You're gonna go ahead and it's gonna be just go ahead and roll for me, and he's gonna try to beat your DC.
20.
Yeah.
12.
That's not great.
And he's gonna try to beat it with the wisdom save. He does not have very high wisdom. He rolls a 5. As he's pointing his halberd down at you, you can see him blink and shake his head a few times and like kind of hold his head, and he like looks up at you, and he goes, "Sorry." He seems like really confused about what's happening right now. And the man you poked in the eye, who's now getting up, is, "What are you saying? What, sorry about who? Listen, I'm gonna need a lot of gold from you." This is the guy with the eye. Still hurt. "I'm gonna need a lot of gold for you if you want to go anywhere other than the dungeons. And trust me, you don't want to go there. They smell awful. Awful." So he's now asking for more gold than you have. And the guy with the halberd kind of is still looking kind of weird and like blinking and saying, maybe we should just let it go. As you make eye contact with this man, and you're kind of like,
I feel like you've got
Demon.
probably a good persuasion. You should persuade them here. Persuade Charmed Dude to persuade the other dude, or however you want to do it.
and
Yeah,
the
that's a
guy
good
with the
idea,
eye is
Tyler.
like looking over the other guy and gets, "Alton, are you drunk again? What's wrong with you?" You can enter this in at any time if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to persuade the guy that I charmed to convince the other dude to let her go.
Cool. So you walk forward, and what does Vander Flame Touch say? The Flame Touch say.
This
Vander,
isn't the orc you're looking for.
yeah, pretty much along those lines. You have no business with this orc. She could rip you guys both into shreds, and we could be gone. Let us be about our business, and you won't have any other problems. And no, she's not giving you any gold either.
All right, go ahead and make a persuasion roll, and you get advantage on this because not only is that guy charmed, but Brock is freaking huge. You get to roll it again. You get to take the higher of the two. That's what advantage is.
There's not going to
Nice.
be a lower, hopefully.
6.
And I have a
Plus persuasion, it should be right.
plus
here.
7.
Nice. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, that's 13.
So as you walk forward, the man with the eye, who's still clutching his eye, looks at you, looks you up and down, sees you as a magic user, and then Brex the Wrecker kind of like gets again uncomfortably close, and again you get the feeling of this guy's either attracted to you or totally terrified of you. He's still very uncomfortable with you, and he kind of like looks to both of you, and then looks to his friend who's he thinks has been drinking and will be no help in this upcoming fight, and goes, "I hate this job. Fine, go. If I see you again, there's going to be a lot more of me, and we won't take too kindly to poking in the eye. And watch yourself, magic user. The snake watches you."
Ooh.
But
He-
he was
Well,
a
we made a
snake.
great
He
first
gives-
impression.
He gives you the colloquial, this colloquial expression for like "get fucked," which is pretty much a finger like in the shape of an erection going like this. And
We need to remember that next time we go to a new town, guys.
in this part of the world, yeah. But you guys are free to go on your way.
All right, where do we need to get this dragon to?
So you guys remember that you were hired by a guy that you've been hired to before to capture animals. His name is Beaumont. He's a foreigner,
okay.
and he wants to meet you at the Bronze Salmon, is the tavern, and that is located in the gnarlier part of town called the Tail. And it's called the Tail because it's a long, spindly row of buildings that look gnarly. And
Is that where the
nasty.
whorehouses are?
Does it?
That's not where that's where like the whorehouse is where you can get like Sally the 3 teeth because she only has 3 teeth, and then she's also got a sheep. Like it's those whorehouses, you know. It's like not
Right
the
up,
good ones.
right up T's alley.
I was-
Here, then.
that sounds a little like I don't have to use lube. Like she doesn't have to cover her teeth with her lips very much. Like
Only the classiest things here on here on Bitfaced.
Bitfaced.
All right, guys.
That was my fault.
hey,
When he said we were going to the tail, I was like, that's got to be where the prostitutes are.
I'm true neutral, man. So like
Oh, I forgot to look
I'm
at
a
that.
play to my alignment.
Yeah, I'm chaotic good.
In
That's,
in 5th edition, there's no spells or anything that has anything to do with your alignment.
No, but I can play to my character.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course.
Heck
What
yeah.
are you, chaotic neutral?
I wanted to be chaotic neutral, but I'm true neutral.
You know what?
I'm
You are
chaotic
chaotic
good.
neutral now.
Sweet.
Done.
I'm chaotic neutral.
My
too.
powers is
Yeah,
DM.
heck yeah.
See how awesome they are. Zap. Chaotic neutral.
Boom.
Like
Sweet.
keep your options open. I like it.
Perfect. I just, you know what? I'm down to do anything that I need to do.
Well, how long are we planning on staying in this town after this deal? Should we procure some place to sleep, or is this going to be one and done? What are you guys thinking?
One and done. I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not trying to fucking drop off some contraband goods.
They already
and then
hate
stick
Becca.
around. Yeah.
They don't like me very much either.
Plus, who the hell is this, the snake? That sounds like some kind of high and powerful person, and I don't want to deal with that shit.
I don't think we should fuck with the snake either, and I think we should all go to this meeting. I think we need to stash. One of us maybe stay with the dragon somewhere. 2 of us go to the meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys make your way in. I take it you hand off the smaller dragon to Broeka or Brex, who can hide the dragon a little bit better, especially in its larger size.
yeah, I should definitely stay out of sight as much as I can. since
Tyler and I will do the. Tyler and I will go meet with Beaumont.
So you guys have been to this town before, and you know what the Bronze Salmon is. It's a kind of a squat little place that has 2 stories to it, but it's quiet, and the drinks are watered down, and it's ugly. But again, it's really hard to see people in there, so that's why a lot of people go there. So you guys, I take it, make your way to the Bronze Salmon?
Yes.
Tyler,
Okay.
anything you want to do before that?
No, I want to go into the bronze salmon for sure.
All right.
That's my.
So you guys are confronted with the Bronze Salmon. Again, a very squat, kind of low building on a corner, and there is a second story to it that's smaller than the first story, and you can tell it might be where somebody, like the proprietor, his family sleeps or whatever. Broeka, I take it you're with them just outside, and you haven't gone in or anything yet.
Yep, if there's like an alley around the corner, I can wait
Oh
in.
yeah, this is the tail. It's
Yeah.
practically all nasty alleys. So you go toward the back door, I take it?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Make me a stealth roll.
Great.
Jeez.
How stealthy is the 6 foot tall half orc? Let's find out.
I mean, there's only one way to... Actually,
Fucking stealthy, apparently.
Critical
I'm gonna,
stealthy.
I'm gonna give
so
our-
carrying a dragon, too, on top of everything else. So you throw your hood up, and
gonna give
you
a
like...
rogue a run for his money.
you just go like, you just think Havelock thoughts. You think your rogue thoughts deep. You're like, I've seen Havelock do this a million times. Watch Disto. Thankfully, as you're about to like move into the alleyway, somebody throws their privy, like their bucket that they piss and shit in, out the side of the door and hits somebody. and it's a very fat man, and he starts arguing with the woman up top, and then like everybody laughs in the tail, and nobody's paying attention to you while you're thinking Havelock thoughts. Trip on a curb, fall over, get up, and like quickly walk into an alley. You are very good at it, but thank the gods for that mess up right there, because nobody was paying attention to you when this guy got covered in shit. So you make your way into the alley. It's a nasty alley full of broken boxes and stuff like that, but you can get a good eye on the back door.
Sweet.
Cool. And you guys go ahead and make your way into the Bronze Salmon.
Do we see Beaumont?
As you guys make your way into the Bronze Salmon, you see the proprietor of it behind the bar. It's a long oak table. It's a very smoky, low-hanging room. There's like lazy bits of smoke hanging in the air, a mild narcotic kind of smoke. And people seem to be talking in low, hushed tones, but this is definitely not a bar where you make eye contact, and that's why a lot of people like it.
Tyler, I think I need to locate Beaumont. You need to have my back hidden, though, in case there's some shady shit about to go down.
Well, hold up. I want to talk to the proprietor of this bar.
Okay.
And since it's a very shady place, I want to try to see. I'm going to see if I can use my thieves' cant.
Of course.
And see if this guy knows what I'm talking about. And I'm going to ask him, with my symbols, and I'm going to find out whether or not this is a dangerous time to be in the Bronze Salmon.
So, as you speak in thieves' cant, which is really just like super slang, it's like the man comes in here to this ting and he wants to know what you're doing right here. It's like really fast, like Irish.
Like Brad Pitt and Snatch.
Yeah, it's exactly that. It is literally, you like digs, like it's exactly like that. And you actually ask the guy, "Hey, Dags okay here?" And the man like looks at you and he kind of like looks around. He's like, he says in back at you in thieves' cant, like, city's on high alert. They're looking for something. The snake, the Lord is looking for something. The snake Lord is looking for something. But keep your head down. He's pretty much says that back in thieves' cant, which is again like, "Yeah, Dags is fine, but as long as my mom has a periwinkle blue, like it's all there, but it's all very coded."
All right. Well, that seems good enough for us to be here. This is somewhere where I don't think the guards would come looking for us anyways. So I will then try to sneakily get as, hidden as I can in this, dark bar.
Not difficult. I won't even have you roll because it's not hard because the bar is built perfectly. It's low.
I'm looking for Beaumont.
Beaumont is also not difficult to find. Beaumont's a foreigner, and you can tell by his dress as he's got a strange hat on that's kind of long and a kind of a long out. It looks a little like a sombrero mixed with a 10-gallon hat, and he's also wearing a bright cream-colored sort of vest and what looks like an ascot. He looks way out of place in this bar.
How well do any of us know
Beaumont? You've done jobs for Beaumont before. You know him as again a foreigner who talks a little bit too much, and as if to emphasize that point, Beaumont says to you and goes, "Howdy, how you doing?" He kind of like yells over at the bar. You've known Beaumont to be a bit of a talker, and he has bright blue eyes, golden hair that seems to fall to his shoulders as he wears a hat. He's also got another great mustache, but this time it's curled, also blonde, and a nice beard that goes along with it. Very well trimmed, very well dressed individual. But the one thing his beard and his mustache can't hide is the fact that he's got scars around his lips. And if you could guess, there where somebody sewed his lips shut at some point. And again, as if to emphasize that point, Beaumont goes, well, if it ain't one of my favorite men, how you doing today?
Beaumont, old friend. They'll let anybody in this shithole, won't they?
I mean, you're here. And he kind of points and you guys sit down. So now, well, where are the others? The wonderful lady and your shorter friend.
That's not important right now, Beaumont. What's important is we get down to business. How are we making this happen?
That's always why I liked you, a man without pleasantries. You wouldn't do too well where I'm from, but hey, this is a different kind of place. So speaking of the thing that I had you take care of and get for me, I can no longer purchase it. I apologize about such a thing, but you see, there's been a development inside the city, and I no longer can get it out of the city. Now, I know this might be...
Beaumont. Not my problem.
Well, unfortunately, my problem has now become your problem. And I'm only here to make sure that you don't go bringing that luscious lips and opening your mouth so much about Beaumont's name. That way I don't get attached to wanting some kind of goods that I want nothing a part of. And he says that quite loud. And and like some people kind of like look over.
Feels like a trap.
He's setting us up.
Yeah, I think he is too.
So you guys can do what's called a perception rolls to see, or insight rolls. Investigate. Excuse me. Insight. It's a wisdom roll. You guys can roll that to see if he's telling the truth, what he's feeling, what you can glean from this situation.
I
if you
want
want
to
go
go
ahead,
definitely do that for sure.
so you're
I
gonna
will
get
too.
disadvantage because
'Cause I'm
you're
not
so
there.
because
Yeah.
you're far away.
That's fine.
But you're kind of like reading his movement. So
So
roll
what's-
2d20 and then take the lowest.
Okay, that's fine. I can do that, and my insight is +5.
Nice.
Yeah, not too bad.
Cool. Roll it again.
So 7 probably, unless I critically fail. Like, yeah, well, 7 with my check.
So as you're trying to like kind of get an eye on Beaumont to try to read his lips, a bar patron kind of like fumbles over and gets in your way and starts like drinking and loudly talking to some other guy, and it's not helping you out.
What an asshole.
Yeah, what an asshole. That's the name of this bar. That's what should be the name of this bar.
What an
Bronze
asshole.
asshole. Bronze asshole.
I like that.
So go ahead.
All right, and this is a perception.
Yeah.
I only have a +1.
No, insight.
Insight. Excuse me.
Insight.
I apologize.
Also
yeah.
a +1.
Oh, okay. 7.
7.
Same.
He's nervous.
We suck.
He's nervous.
Okay.
And you don't know if it's the wearing a wire nervous or he just shouldn't be here nervous. You don't know. But yeah. So Beaumont goes, now, again, I hope this doesn't sour our business relationship, but I really must be going. And he stands to leave.
I want to stand up or sneak up behind Beaumont with my dagger and put my dagger to his back to kind of intimidate, sort of.
Cool.
I'm gonna make it look like I'm about to. I'm ready to cast.
All right. So I'll let you roll your intimidation roll first
Sweet.
because you're quite sneaky. Actually, make a stealth roll first because Beaumont might see you.
All right, I can do that. I probably don't have a lot of intimidation, but
Do the stealth roll first.
yeah, of course.
18.
Yeah.
Cool. Then do your intimidation roll.
So it's +1.
Yeah, he does not see you coming, so you're going to get a bonus to this. So.
Awesome.
Because any tiny knee biter with a knife, you can roll it again and see if you get a
14.
20.
Okay.
Because you got advantage because he doesn't see you coming. Any knee biter with a knife to your kidneys is pretty intimidating. Okay, 2. We'll take the
So a total of 14.
Okay. You put the knife to his kidneys, and while he doesn't like start or jump, he kind of like arches his back and goes, and now that must be Havelock, especially by where the knife is. Is that you, knee biter?
Of course it is, Beaumont.
I figured as much. Which means Brex, the lovely lady she is, must be hiding behind a steel brick wall to break through and pull me through. That strong, classy lady.
I don't like where you're going with this, Beaumont, and you really need to take this merchandise.
The only thing I don't like is where that knife could go. Now, listen, I'll tell you what I know, but you got to put the knife away. And
Beaumont, you're gonna tell us everything that you know.
you know, I love it when you get demanding. And he like sits down. Beaumont, when he gets nervous, gets really classy. Like that's just his reactionary feel is like he just starts to speak in more eloquently. It's a great fallback method, but you can tell that something's wrong because he usually kind of gets to the point. And he sits down and he goes, right, okay, listen now, do you know the lord of this place? You know, with all the snakes? Yeah, it's creepy as hell. His name is Wreathed in Snakes. He is on a lookout for a lot of dragons. I guess you probably saw the fellas that got new neckties out there on the front of the south gate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a dragon. Note the word had a dragon. Wreathed in Snakes didn't like the price, so you know what he did? He went and put them out there to show everybody else that if you give him a bad price, he'll kill you. My guess is that price, probably free.
Well, unless you want to be hanging on that wall out there, Beaumont, this is no longer our problem and your problem. It is our problem.
Well, you know how much I love problems. Listen, you get caught with this thing. Any of us get caught with this thing without declaring it and bringing it straight to Wreathed in Snakes. Well, now, I don't want my neck to be stretched, all right? I like it the way it is. So listen.
Beaumont, the only way we have this dragon is because of you.
Listen, I heard talk. A merchant said somebody had a dragon on the road. Now, he was saying Raven, all this stuff, and went straight to the castle about it. Now, that better not be you, because if it's you, that means they might know where you are. And if they know where you are, almost at that moment, a loud bang crashes through the front door of this tavern. And walks in a man who's got, again, that crossed snake pattern on his helmet and full plate armor. He's flanked by 2 men in what looks like boiled leather and mean looks. And there's a third man behind them. And
Fucking Cobra Commander, dude.
these guys do not look like the type of people to fuck around with. They look like tough street guys. The guy in plate armor looks like a knight, and it's undercut by the fact that his accent also sounds like he's a knight. As he enters the room, he starts to say, "Piss and shit. That's all I smell when I come down here. Piss and shit. But today's a special day because I also smell the smell of treason and disloyalty to our Lord." Beaumont responds to this by going, "Shit, shit, 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 shit." And he immediately stands up to try to walk right out. Very obviously, and a little bit too much. You guys can give him a grab if you want, or you can let him go.
Oh, we definitely need to sit this fool down.
We need to get this dragon out of here.
Yeah, I think so too.
But Bex is outside and we're inside, so she has no idea what's going on.
Is there any windows or any way for me to signal to
This bar
Bex is at the
known
back
for
door,
being-
right?
Yeah, you guys didn't figure out a signal or anything
No,
like
we
that.
didn't, yeah.
So, Baraka, you didn't see anybody walk in though, because you're in the alley.
Are we aware that Beck is at the back door?
Oh yeah, I mean, she said she was going to the back door and
You
stuff.
need
so.
to.
I'm gonna go to the back door.
You need
I'm
to
gonna
sneak
see if
back
I can. Yeah.
Okay, so these guys are searching around the bar, and the thugs kind of like file out, and they start walking around. And Beaumont, after you poke him in the kidneys, he sits back down and he goes, "Y'all don't understand. You guys ain't obvious. You're a bad joke, okay? A halfling with more knives than a kitchen cutlery set given to someone on their wedding, and a human that obviously looks like he can shoot lightning out of his eyes. And then there's me. This doesn't look obvious. It looks like a punchline, and that's not what I want to be." And like he like kind of like looks around. He goes, "God damn it, God damn it." So the guys are searching. They're kind of like looking around, looking for anybody that looks strange. And this is a bar mostly full of humans.
Well, you're a human, although you're wearing robes.
Although
Yeah.
I definitely look like a magic user.
You probably have a staff or some stupid shit.
Your
I do have a quarter
eyes
staff.
also glow with like an ember kind of flame. to
Like
them.
Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
Yes, but
Less lightning.
less lightning, more sweet
fire.
move where he goes and like spins and stuff. Yeah,
Nice.
toasty. All right, so these guys are walking around, and the knight is continuing his tryout about like how terrible peasants are and how much this place smells.
Are there any of these people that are close to the back door?
No, everybody has almost been frozen in place. It looks like, but more than a few eyes are slowly starting to turn your direction.
Right, I bet they are. But none of the guards or anyone. They're not.
They're making their way over.
All right.
And they're going to get advantage on seeing you. Probably they have a higher than usual perception because they're looking.
Of course, of course.
I'm going to
Remember, you get automatic bonus damage to anyone you attack that doesn't see it coming, and if they haven't acted at all this turn, if they don't know they're in combat.
Yeah, I agree. So,
You need to let B Recca know what's going on, though.
Well, I think that if I can kill one of these people, it's going to stir up enough trouble that you have to be ready to.
Do you want my help? I was about to say I can start throwing fireballs. And
Not
shit.
yet.
Closer
not
and
yet.
closer they walk as they make their way over to their table.
Yeah, we need to make a fucking
I'm gonna
decision.
I'm gonna find the person who's furthest away from the others and try to kill him silently.
Okay, they're very near to your table right now.
All right.
Okay, and they spread out. There's 3 of them,
Yeah.
and one guy's over here, and another guy's near your table, which is over here to the far left, and there's another guy in the center of the room who's just standing on a table now, kind of like looking. He's kicked over a few clay pots, and he's just
looking
being a
around.
dick. Yeah.
I don't think there's any way for me to kill one without them noticing. So I'm just gonna kill the one closest to us because he's getting too close. And
Beaumont
maybe-
is sweating bullets.
That's fine.
He is red faced. His mustache is like uncurling slowly with all the sweat that's going down his face.
You're going to take the guy farthest from us?
No. Just because I would have to walk past the other ones to get to him.
Do I have an opinion in this? Because we could all just give up and then throw ourselves on the feet
Not a
of
chance,
this.
Beaumont. And if you speak again, I'll slit your throat.
You are always the most charismatic one out of this group.
That was fucking awesome.
So I'll attack the one closest to us.
Okay.
I'll try to I'll try to attack him in a way that I can drop him to the floor and almost maybe carry his body under a table. Can I do that?
Okay. You'd have to roll to,
Sam Fisher style.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
so you'd have to be a good roll, but you'd have to grapple him and then pull him.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a little rough because your strength is a little low. And he's big. He's a human. He's a big human too. At 6 feet, maybe a little bit taller. They make their way over to your table and
Yeah, whatever. I'll just attack him.
Okay, just straight up?
Just straight up.
So he's about to open his mouth and say some snide remark.
Yeah.
And what do you want to hit him with?
I'm going to try to dagger to throat.
Dagger to throat?
Yeah.
All right. So as he opens his mouth, you take the dagger that you have at Beaumont's kidney and give me an attack roll.
All right.
It's the first attack roll of the game.
Yes. Do I...
I knew Tyler would be the first one to attack.
I gotta.
If you see right here,
Yeah.
that's +7, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, +7
Yeah, there you go.
to my dagger. Sweet.
So you're stabbing him, not throwing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. I'm like lunging.
Gotcha.
his-
Okay.
That's how I imagine I would do it anyways.
It's good
He's
enough.
that close. He's that
Hey,
close.
That's all what it's about.
So
8 + 7,
15.
15. Okay, cool. So as he's opening his mouth, you quickly take the knife from Beaumont's kidney. You jump on the top of the seat that you're standing on, and you just leap right at this guy. What, do you say anything, or you just make intimidating eye contact? What do you say?
Intimidating eye contact.
Intimidating eye contact.
I'm not making any noise. I'm an assassin. I'm just gonna jump in.
All right, so you go right at him like the tiny knee biter, danger you are, and as you jump at him, he gets his hand out right before he's able to stab him in the neck, but it goes right through his hand and cuts across to the top of his jaw. And as he kind of like throws you away and goes, you little bastard! And now we go ahead and we roll initiative because combat has now begun. But you get that damage bonus, and we'll roll that right when everybody goes ahead and rolls their initiative, which is
Sweet.
right there. Cool. So give me some D20 rolls, guys.
Even though I'm outside, do I need to still roll?
Give me a perception roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you might hear that because I just stabbed a dude in the fucking hand.
19. I
You
heard.
definitely heard that. All right. So that means
I roll an 8.
Got a 13.
Yeah, so I mean I'm 12. You're gonna move first.
Good.
all right. So I got to roll for these thugs.
So my attack
Oh, do I
connected
still
though.
need to
Do
roll
I?
for initiative too?
Yeah. Since you heard them, go ahead and roll that one.
10.
Cool. I'll go ahead and ask in just a second here.
This is definitely the most fun I've had this entire week.
That's so fun.
I love this. I miss
just
I'm
this
stabbed
sorry
now.
we weren't able to set up music because I swear it's so much better once it starts.
I
to
hope
boom
that
and pound.
outside of Bitfaced or
Yeah.
not, this is not the last time we play. I'm
Cool.
having a
We'll
fucking blast.
Good. We'll set up some music then next time because it's way cool. What did you go ahead and get, Fat Havelock?
For initiative,
Yeah.
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah, not very good.
I got 13.
13. Better than Havelock.
Better than that one.
All right.
I just took like a fucking swan dive into a dude's face.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And it was his hand that grabbed you and threw you away. And
Yeah.
Broeka, what'd you get?
10.
Okay.
We kind of suck at initiative.
Yeah, we do.
Now, do I do damage first? Because that
Yeah.
seems to
yeah.
have connected.
Yeah, you definitely do.
All right, cool.
We're gonna go ahead and figure out where everybody is real quick, and I just gotta wait. There's one more night.
Yeah.
Night.
Bump.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So, as you fall to the floor, you look up to see the damage you've done. Give me some damage rolls. So you're gonna roll
Alright.
with your dagger. It's a D4 plus 4.
Yep, D4 plus 4. And then I also,
Have you snuck attacks?
my sneak attack, right?
So that's 4d6 that you add to that attack.
46.
Yeah, you are thugging. He didn't see you coming. Let me just quickly double check that to make sure it's 4d6. You automatically, since you're an assassin, you already do critical, so that means you already did a d4, and then you roll a d4 again.
Oh, nice. So my initial D4 is going to be 2.
So that's 5, 6, and then plus your rogue damage, which I'm going to look up right now because there's a lot of rules in this book, and somehow a guy can't keep a track of every single one.
All right. So you said I roll the D2 again, or the D4 again?
You already did automatic D4 damage.
Oh,
automatic
dang. Okay,
by your
sweet.
critical.
Perfect.
Some games play it a little differently. I like to see criticals be criticals, so once you
Yeah.
hit them, it hurts them.
Yeah,
So
cool.
you're level 5, so you do 3d6 extra
3d6.
damage. So
Alright,
yeah,
cool.
grab 3 of those d6s. Which is these guys right here.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Cool.
Silly me.
Like it's the what you call
The
dice.
actual dice.
You start to refer to them as that after you play a while. You're like, that guy plays D&D. It's cool. What you got?
10.
So 10 plus 4 plus 2, so 16.
16.
Yeah, the first time I played D&D, I realized how much math was in it, and I got angry. I was like, you nerds tricked me! This is math! All right, cool. So as you leap forward and stab through this guy's hand, which already must hurt like hell, you also cut a nasty cut right through his cheek. You can actually see his teeth in the end of your cut as you cut through this guy's jawbone.
Yeah.
And he throws you in and he holds in you, bastard! And he takes out his mace and he goes to smash you with it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I believe your AC is
My AC is 16.
16?
Yeah.
All right. So as you go and try to scramble away, you get clocked right on the shoulder, and it kind of it knocks you forward a little bit. It hurts about 4 points of damage worth on you, and you kind of like stumble away, but you turn teeth barred with your rapier out and your dagger ready.
So can I uncanny dodge anything?
Anything for
So-
one time. For this round. So like next combat, if someone hits you again now at this time, you won't be able to uncanny dodge that.
Okay, because we're still in this round.
Yep.
All right, I don't want to uncanny dodge 4.
Okay.
I think I'll leave that.
All right.
Although I don't know where my health is.
Oh, so so you just use
Hit
your
point
reaction.
maximum.
Okay, so yeah, it's
Right
right,
here,
up
Tyler.
there.
Oh, I got you. Okay, 30. Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. So just -4 from that.
All right, 26.
Perfect. Because your uncanny dodge is a reaction. You only get one of those for this turn. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right, cool. Next up is that thug who is on the table. He pulls out a crossbow and he points it right at you because he thinks you're he sees you stab a guy and you look like the dangerous ones.
And he's got initiative.
Yeah, he's got higher initiative. They rolled pretty high because they were all ready. And he... Wow. He rolls a natty 20. He's like, he looks at you and goes, like shooting rabbits. And then fires his crossbow bolt at you.
What is it with you and rabbits today?
I don't
Ever
know,
Since you
I
saw
just-
Bucky, that's just been the theme.
He's just so adorable. Like, it's so adorable you would squeeze him to death. Well, that got dark. Let's so
Let's move
he
on.
natty crits you, which automatically does D12 damage. You can react to that one and do something about that.
Good God, what else can I do? Like,
Oh, excuse me, that does D10. I apologize. So it's 10 damage.
all right, I don't want to take 10 damage.
So you can uncanny dodge it, and it goes down to 5.
All right, is that my only option?
You could take 10 damage. That's always an option, buddy. Let's see. He also gets to roll that D10 because it was a critical. So it's 15 damage that you can cut. I'll let you round down too. Why not? Because I'm a nice guy like that after I shot you in the back.
Jesus, fine. So I take 7.
Yep. Take 7 points of damage.
God, you need to fucking kill a fool. You need to fireball someone's fucking face.
I'm about to thunder wave them all backwards, so we can get Becca in here to actually help us. The one that's the fighter.
I was about to say, you guys left the muscle
Well,
outside.
they
That was
probably-
fucking stupid.
All right. So
I think as far as our dragon plan goes, it was smart. We didn't know that we were going to get raided.
yeah.
I mean, you guys did attack these guys before even talking
They
to
were
them.
too close.
Tyler attacked.
They were
I
too
was,
close.
I was still going to try to talk our way out of this
No,
shit.
they were too
Anyways,
close.
what you doing?
See, this is why I like D&D, because I had no idea what you guys are going to do that was entirely. You could have talked your way out. You could have been like, Beaumont did it, and like threw him, but here we are.
No.
You're getting shot in the back.
I stabbed a motherfucker in the face.
I want to cast Thunder Wave
So you're up. Yeah.
towards the guy that just shot at Tyler. I don't know what position the other 3 are.
So the
I
other
wanna-
one's way in the back. So he's making his way over to you guys.
So one guy's stabbed and he's kind of out of this, right?
Well, I mean,
No,
still there,
he's got
yeah.
his face held and he's got his mace in his left hand. And
I
you
don't
just
know
hit
how
him.
much 16 points of damage.
Can I
is,
Thunder
but
Wave both of them backwards? Can I just
Sure, you'll hit some patrons.
I don't care. You're chaotic neutral, dude. I mean, obviously it's your character. You do what you fucking want. But
No, I need to get crossbow off guard and away from you.
There's other spells that just aim for one guy if you want.
Yeah, but then we got knifey.
You right now, what's in front of you, Havelock, is this guy with a mace. Behind you, there's a guy coming at you with a short sword, and then there's a guy on the table who's now reloading his crossbow bolt.
I don't like any of this.
I
There's
can
too many
Can
people.
I push them away?
You can maybe get 2. If you want to look up Thunderwave and read it to me, because just so I know what it's.
A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. So
Cool.
this will affect Tyler as well.
Yep.
On a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
I can't take this kind of.
Actually, no. Tyler's okay because he's not. A. You can spend one of your sorcery points and have him automatically. Jeez.
Fine.
So I'm trying to put some sound effects in this, guys. So automatically save that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna.
Okay.
The most effective attack, Tyler, is to get these guys away. We need
Perfect.
Rebecca in here.
Cool.
Yeah,
So you'll
I like
hit.
it.
You'll hit the guy who just got stabbed in the face, and you'll hit the crossbow bolt,
That's
but not
what
the
I-
guy behind you with the short sword. So he's a little bit farther away.
Behind Tyler or
Yeah,
behind me?
behind Tyler.
Okay. That's what I want to do then.
Cool. All right. So you just automatically cast it, and they need to make con rolls. So he's going to go ahead and try it. One of them, the one over you, he fails it. And as this thunderous energy, you just stand up, you go, chalk! And then you Fusto Raw these guys just with lightning.
So that's how I was imagining it in my head.
And you slap your hands together, and lightning fires out from your fingertips in a massive wave. And the guy who's standing over you, who's about to just bash your brains in, gets nailed and just gets knocked forward. We'll see if he can stand up.
That's the same guy who I stabbed in the face.
Yeah, same guy who's standing over you. He gets knocked down, and he falls right to the side of you. How much damage does he take?
2d8.
2d8?
2d8.
Cool. Go ahead and roll.
2d8 thunder damage.
Yeah, buddy. We about to kill that motherfucker.
Mad Max beyond Thunderwave, motherfuckers.
Why don't you get out that dice roller? We'll get back to why don't you get a dice roller out on your phone? Because unfortunately, I can't see where my D8
Max,
went.
you want to roll for
You
me?
don't have
since you got it
any
right
D8?
there.
Yeah, I have a great D8. It looks all technically and sweet. I don't know where it went though.
What is it? What's the color?
It's pink, neon pink.
We want 2d8.
Yeah,
2d8. Yeah, go ahead and roll for me, Bex.
Yeah, I don't know where it went. Anyway, the second guy on the table gets knocked out from under him, but it's just the table that gets knocked out from under him, and he just lands. But you can see that he's like his joints have like kind of like crunched together with the electrical. You can see his tendons kind of like popping up out of his neck. Is it a 1 and 4?
4 and 7.
4 and
11.
7? Ow. So plus 4.
15.
15, thank you. So yeah,
Math is hard.
cool. So you just nail that one guy who's now on the ground. Ouch. That was no one likes it when you take that. He is looking rough. The other thug, he is still on his feet, but you can see that, like I said, that electricity hit him, and his tendons are popping out.
I'm really hoping that you like bust in here and just wreck some things.
I'm hoping that Becca could
Oh,
hear my
that's my-
Fusro Da.
Yeah.
Well, she already heard when I stabbed the dude in the face.
Yeah, I gotta.
So whenever it's her
perception,
turn, she's
so-
gonna come in here
Yeah,
and fucking
I'm
bust
busting
up
in
something.
here.
Cool. So the thug behind you sees what happens, swears, and goes, "Goddamn magic user, I will take care of this." And he takes out his crossbow, aims it at you, and fires right at you, Vander Flame Touched. And
Alright.
he's going to try to nail you. I'll let you do as a reaction to grab Beaumont if you really want.
Like to pull Beaumont in front
Pull
of me.
Beaumont in front of you if
Absolutely.
you want.
Yeah, that's what you would do.
Just go ahead and we'll just make a straight athletics roll just to keep this thing moving. Yeah, D20.
14.
So yeah, perfect. So Beaumont, you were looking at a 12. So Beaumont grab Beaumont and you push him in the way, and Beaumont goes, "Oh man!" And the bolt shoots off his hat. And you don't know what would hurt Beaumont more, the fact that he got hit or the fact that his hat got, because he just goes, "Ah!" And the bolt goes wide though and misses you. The man starts to reload his crossbow again. Now we're up to Havelock, dude. You're on the ground. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry.
I
It's
was like, shit,
Broeka.
I go again.
Yeah,
Actually, I do probably have a.
It's
yeah.
Broeka.
Sweet.
Awesome. So I'm gonna burst in the back door. How far away are these guys? Like,
You can get there in movement.
okay.
Cool. Do you still have the dragon with you?
You have the dragon.
I do have the dragon
Cool.
with me, so
So-
that's gonna be.
So you go up. How do you want to deal this door?
I want to kick it in.
Hell yeah, you do. All right. At this point, you can rage because you know things are going real right now.
Hide the dragon first.
So when you rage, you get
I think
bonus
she's
on
just
all
gonna
strength checks.
carry
You
it
get
in
to
and
add
throw
that,
it, dude.
extra damage and all that other stuff. So
Okay.
Let's see what she does. She can do whatever the hell she wants.
yeah,
Yeah, fuck it. They're hurting my people. I'm raging.
fuck yeah. All right. So you go up the roar. You're gonna roll 2d20 and take the highest and see what happens. All ones.
Don't you jinx it.
Ooh, 17.
Dude.
17.
Nice.
You've seen a lot of doors in your life, Brex the Rekka. Not a single one has ever been able to stop you. This one is no different. And it
Fuck
just
yeah.
goes, koosh! It flies in, lands right next to Havelock, like so close to him. And then standing there, silhouetted in shadow, is the biggest lady half-orc anybody in that bar has ever seen. And popping out of her cloak
Friday
is,
the 13th.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
scene where
Yeah.
butts through the door. That's Becca.
yeah, and right on her shoulder is like the cutest little dragon with a purple little jewel in its head. It's kind of like looking
We should have
around.
named him Lockheed. God damn it.
We can rename him.
It's Merlin. Actually, if we rename him anything,
Lockheed.
Lockheed.
Max said we should have named him Randy Buttersnaps.
No.
So
Lockheed. I
Merlin,
love Kitty
Lockheed,
Pryde.
Randy, Buttersnatch. What? Sure.
Buttersnaps. He's all of them. He has 3 names.
So all of
named
them
Dragon.
porn star names. So as he knocks his way into the bar and walks, and you just strode forward, your eyes are red, you're screaming, and you have a massive battle axe. Everyone in the bar, if they weren't trying to leave now, are desperately standing. There's like a sound of chairs and people like murmuring quietly and just like running though, like whimpering almost loudly and just running to the door. The knight that's there is trying to pull out his sword, but he's being knocked by all these people. And you're looking at a guy who's on the ground, a guy who's reloading a crossbow, and a guy who's also reloading a crossbow who's farther away from you. That's what it looks like. Also, Havelock's on the ground, like he usually is in bars.
I'm 3 feet tall.
What do you
Almost
want
4.
from me?
Like, come on.
I'm gonna go after the close guy reloading the crossbow.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. You
Is
walk.
that the guy that shot at me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You walk right up to him and you do you.
Yeah.
You get to attack twice. Remember.
Fucking. Oh, 17.
You nail him. All right, give me some damage. You do a D12 and then you add 2.
The green one.
Yeah.
I think I had 4.
Yeah, 4.
Nice.
Might be 2.
6.
Okay, so yeah, you add +4 because of how strong you are, and then you add another +2 because you're raging.
Okay.
So
Nice.
yeah, 6.
So 12.
Yeah. So this guy's desperately trying to pull his crossbow up, looks up just in time to like stumble back, but still take a big old cut across his chest.
Good.
And he cries out, but he's able to keep his feet. So that was what damage? You did 12?
12.
I'm wrecking people already. That was
It's in the name.
cool. You can attack again. You're raging. You're angry.
All right.
Smash, smashy.
So I rolled D20 again.
Yeah.
B-Rex the Rekka.
Fuck yeah. 14
+7.
plus 7.
Yeah, you nail him again.
Of course I do.
That's what we need. Big damage. Big damage, Rex.
Not
you know
big
what?
damage.
Still +6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say,
So
so
8.
8.
8. Ouch. So you follow it up as you stab forward and you jump forward with the tip of your axe, and it cuts the top of his head, knocking his leather cap right off. And he goes, "Argh!" And you do another that. All right, now we're up to Havelock, dude. It's all you, man.
Sweet. All right, there's too much shit going on here.
So Brex just busted into this room,
Yep.
slashed at a guy. You're healing some serious fight going down. There's a guy who's standing up next to you, and then there's a guy who's reloading his crossbow who just got knocked off that table, who's still standing, though.
We need to go after. One of them hasn't been touched. Bex is messing
The
up.
one that got knocked off the table.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
still fresh. He's confused,
He's fresh, yeah.
but we need to get him.
I agree.
Focus fire.
Cool. So you want to run over to the guy who's now loading his crossbow?
Well, hold on. I have a question.
Sure.
So I have cunning action. There's
Yep.
already chaos going on.
Mhm.
Am I able to try to do a hide action so I can get a sneak attack on this guy?
Sure, but what do you want to hide behind? This is a quiet bar, but now there's a fight going on. So
And all the
people-
patrons left.
And all the patrons
Are
are
they
leaving
gone?
right now.
I wanna try to hide
They're
behind these
mobbing the
patrons.
door.
I'm gonna mob towards them.
Cool. So you'd have to go through the guy who's standing up right now, and then the guy who's loading a crossbow, because they're all at the door. Because that's that other side of the bar. You're at the back of the bar near the back
Or
exit.
could you hide behind me?
You could try to hide Broeka, but that's going to be Brex. But there's just, that's the problem. I should never name things after words that I already call you. So,
Rex the Rekka.
so you could hide behind Brex, but that'll make you out of stabby range for anybody.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
Your bonus action can be used to disengage because there's a guy close to you.
But I need to get close enough to...
I'm about to rain fire on Freshie, so...
So, you know, we've done a ton of damage to dude I stabbed in the face.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're only worried about one person right now.
The
And
knight.
that guy gets the guy on the table.
Well,
There is a knight. He's trying to get his sword out, but
the
he's
knight
being
too.
he's
way
way
getting
back,
rolled
right?
by all these people that
Yeah.
are trying to get out. And
I
he's
want
like,
to kill these other 3 people first.
peasants, get out of the way! And he's like backhanding some with a mailed fist,
Oh,
and he's
fuck
just
that guy.
moving forward and just the poor people in this bar did not expect this for a Tuesday.
You know what? I went after this dude and I tried to stab him in the throat and he blocked that shit with his hand. I'm not down for that. I need to kill that guy.
Cool. You want to stab him again? Go
I'm
ahead.
so I have my dagger out, of course. I'm gonna pull out my rapier, right? I
Cool.
can dual
Yeah,
wield.
yeah. That's your bonus action.
I'm going in on this guy. I'm
Cool.
just gonna attack him.
So you switch hands. You got your rapier in your left, and your rapier in your right, and your dagger in your left.
Sweet.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and roll rapier first,
All right.
or you can roll both. For your dagger, unfortunately, you don't add any of those bonuses. It's just a straight roll.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. So the dagger will be purple, and the rapier will be blue on the d20s you got.
Dagger's purple.
Hmm?
Rapier is blue. Sweet.
Cool.
Oh no. The dagger does dick.
All right. So
The
was
rapier.
17?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So
18.
18. All right. So you leap out with your rapier at this guy, and that stupid hand, he puts it up again. But since you've already cut through a hole, it goes through that hole, and again cuts him right through his nose. It pops right out of his nose, and you cut out, and it's just a shot of blood that shoots out from his nose that he now grabs. You try to follow up with the dagger, but he kind of scrambles away, and you miss with the dagger. Give me some damage with that rapier, though.
That
D8 plus 4.
This one?
Yeah. No, it's a D10. Sorry. The D8 is the one we don't have,
Oh,
unfortunately.
D8 me, Becca.
I got you, fam.
Here it happens.
Roll it up.
This is a D20 meme style.
D8 plus
Dank,
4.
this is the dank DAD.
6. 8.
6.
No, that's 8, right?
Yeah.
8 plus 4.
Yep,
12.
that's it.
Ow. Ow.
That rapier
Yeah.
wrecks some face.
Yeah. Oof.
Quite literally.
Quite literally.
Okay, so yeah, it nails him, and he's looking definitely worse for wear, this guy. And as he desperately tries to stand up, and he goes, "You can't really talk because his face is all messed up." He was not a pretty man to begin with, but he's definitely not a pretty man now.
He should have bought some gloves.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Gauntlets for the win.
Gauntlets, yeah.
All right, so so he's wrecked. He's not looking great. But now the thug that was fighting you, the thug that's got the crossbow, he drops it, seeing how messed up his friend is, and he pulls out a short sword and he comes right at you. 1 blood, and he gets no blood. So as he slams down with his short sword, you dance nimbly back while keeping your dagger and your rapier pointed right at him, and kind of just deflecting the strength of that blow. Not really taking it, but knocking it aside and letting it go somewhere else. And it cracks into the wooden floor, and it breaks it. And he looks like he's about to follow up. All right, we got next is Knight. The Knight just crashes forward, and then he puts his hand on the biggest sword you've seen in a long time, and he pulls it out, and he goes, "Finally, that's the smell. That's where it's coming from," and then moves in to attack you because he knows you got the magic powers. And he comes right at you, and he's going to swing that big-ass greatsword twice. The first one, 20. Not 20 natural, but 20 full, and I think your AC's like 14, 15?
14.
Cool.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's
Breck, save him. You need to smash this knight.
He does 7 damage to you with his first strike, and his second strike he does his second strike. He runs up, just literally grabs the table with his mailed fist, throws it aside, and then just comes in with a quick stab. Your robe that you make sure is flowy, so that way people can't tell where your body is exactly. You're able to dodge out of the way, but it still feels that bite of cold steel across your ribs. He pulls out and tries to cut off your head afterwards, but you do a quick duck, almost pretty much by reaction. And it looks like he's pissed and wants to follow it up with something, but he's up in your face.
Okay.
Beaumont, on the other hand, is on the ground in the fetal position at this point. and he's desperately looking like you're
Fucking
following him.
Beaumont, dude.
He's
What
desperately,
an asshole.
desperately looks like he's gonna try to
You
crawl
said
away.
he hit me for 7?
Yeah, just 7.
I don't care about Beaumont. Fuck him. He can do his own shit.
All right. Now we're back up to the top of the round. What looks like right now is there's a thug whose face is just rickety wrecked, who's desperately grasping his face. Then we've got the thug that's smashed his mace down, or excuse me, his short sword down at the floorboards. Looks like he's about to follow up. We've got a knight up in your face, wrecking your stuff. And then we got Bereka, who's fighting a man who looks desperately out of his element, who looks like he's like, should have called in sick today. So no face. He's going to try to get back up, and he's going to look at you, and he's going to go ahead and try to attack you. He's going to come right at you. He's going to follow it up. He's like, my face, you pain! And then he goes, and he pushes his friend out of the way, who's trying to desperately get short sword unstuck out of the wood, and he comes in and he hits you hard right in the forehead, and he does 9 points of damage to you as it connects. Your hat, while it looks really cool and brash, it's got plates in it though, and that's what saves you. But still 9 damage. You can use your reaction.
I know. I'm just trying to think of my situation real quick. Like, I don't have a lot of hit points left. This was maybe... I jumped in this a little...
Says the guy that started the fucking attack.
Rogues, man. So you can...
I wanted to talk our way out of this shit.
I don't
So
talk my
a
way
part
out
of your
shit.
bonus actions, you can use it to disengage, which means you just walk away and they can't attack you again.
That's what I want to do.
Okay, so you'll have to do that on your turn, but you still take this 9 damage, or you can like knock it down to your 5 or 4. 5.
I don't want to do any of that.
Them's the breaks.
Welcome to D&D. I probably will kill you.
I know you're gonna kill me.
You can do whatever you want, but
At
you
least you
can't
didn't
die.
spend like all afternoon rolling this character. So I mean, you're not too attached to it, right?
No, I'm not.
The guy that attacked first.
But you could always just say,
Okay.
fuck it, disengage and kill Beaumont.
No, we need Beaumont alive. We still need information.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so what do you want to
I've
take
seen
your
way
reaction?
too many '80s cop movies to know Beaumont.
What do you want to do?
needs to
So
be
I know the
alive.
knight is over attacking him.
Yep, and there's that guy with the short sword who's
He's attacking me.
he might.
Yeah, Bex, I'm
well,
gonna need some
I was
help.
gonna say he might. Bex is wrecking some fool.
Yeah, all you know is
You got mad magic. You fucking
but not a lot of hit points.
Yeah,
mad magic Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Magic users are squishy.
All right, let's keep it going. So you got 9 hit points coming at you. What do you want to do?
Goodness, I gotta whatever. I'll have it.
Okay, cool. So you take 5.
Perfect.
All right, so you take 5 damage as it connects with your head. The plates that you have in your hat save you, but just your ears are still ringing, and this guy with no face who's just screaming in a weird like voice as he's just so messed up. All right, next up is thug number 2, who is now going to follow up his friend's attack on you. He hits a 16. Yeah, 17. Excuse me. Hit
All
you.
right, so you must hit me.
So yeah, he nails you.
Bex,
and he
remember our
does-
good friend Havelock?
He does 7 points of damage
We'll
to you.
pour one out for Havelock.
As you're kind of like
We're gonna have
reeling
to.
from this crack on the face, you feel the cold bite of steel cut your thigh. He aimed a little low because he thought you were going to dance back, but thankfully that's what saved you. And it
getting-
cuts your thigh real bad.
You're getting messed up, T.
All right, so now we're down to flame touch.
Is that the best between Fireball and Mage Hand and Firebolt? What should I cast?
So Firebolt's a cantrip. Mage Hand, it just puts 10 pounds of pressure on something, so you can use it to knock stuff over and things
Okay,
like that.
okay.
Not really an attack spell. Firebolt, you can cast right at this guy's face. Fireball, you can cast it at his face, but it is going to explode in your face because he is 5 feet away from you.
I guess I'm going for the bolt then.
Okay, there's you can cast whatever spell. Again, you got like I think at this point you have 25 spell points. So
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the knight.
cool. Go ahead and make an attack roll, and you're going to add that +7 to this too.
This works. Oh
Yeah. This guy's got full armor on, but armor don't do shit against
a
your
fucking
firebolt.
fireball.
So as you stretch your hand forth, a mystical ball of flame coalesces there and fires right at this guy's helmet, doming him real bad. It does a big dent on his helmet. Give me some damage.
What do I roll?
Flame, why don't you look up firebolt real quick?
Okay.
I think it's like a 3d6, I'm pretty sure. 2d6, something like that. And,
You about to do some damage, bro.
yeah. While you getting that ready, we're going to have a thug that's fighting Becca try desperately to destroy you, but Broeka...
1d10.
1d10? Okay, cool. Why don't you roll that right now?
Hey, you know what? Do some damage. It's that green one.
Yeah.
No, that's a 12.
Just kidding. This guy right there. So +4. Wow,
That's 10.
That's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 14 damage. That guy is not liking that.
Barbecued night, motherfuckers.
So it domes him in the helmet. And he goes, "Ah, you bastard!" And then he takes off his helmet. He kind of rips off his helmet because the dent is kind of like probably impeding his eyesight. And you can see he looks exactly like what you think a freaking noble would look like: a high nose, great skin, and a high cheekbones. However, his skin has an oddly reptilian sheen to it, almost like you've seen that before, like maybe in your dragon, slight
snap.
reptilian sheen. All right, so
Cobra Commander.
yeah, next up,
It's the snake or whatever.
Yeah.
so next up is the thug trying to fight Broek. He's gonna he's kind of terrified that suddenly he was just fighting a short dude and a mage, and now there's like a half-orc with a second head that looks like a freaking dragon that's popping out of her shoulder. So he's gonna go and try to attack you, and it's kind of like you'd call it dainty the way he attacks, because as he kind of like slowly kind of throws the mace at you, you just knock it aside with your axe haft, and that's him. All right, Havelock, it's your turn.
All right. So with cunning action, it says I get an extra action, right?
Yeah. So the cunning action, it has to be either disengage. It's your bonus action.
Disengage, dash, or hide.
Yeah. So dash means you can move twice.
Okay.
Disengage means you can get away without anybody trying to stab you. Hide, I'd give it to you, but what are you going to hide behind? That's the only thing. Like if you want to stealth, you got to hide behind something. You can't just be like, I'm stealth now.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah.
All
Unless you have smoke bombs, which you don't.
Here's the deal, though. Can I?
No. Yeah, of course. What's up?
I want to disengage first.
Okay.
But then can I dash towards, I don't know, the bar or something that
Sure.
I might potentially hide behind? I don't know.
Sure. So
Obviously,
you can
that's
go
like
ahead
3
and you can
actions, so I need to
disengage
dash. Yeah.
and then use your movement action to get over to the bar.
Yeah.
And then you have an action to do whatever you want.
Oh, sweet. That's
So you
what
can
I
throw
wanna
your
do.
dagger, or you can do, I don't know what you want to do, but you can do whatever you want.
Nope. You know what? I don't have enough hit points, so I want to disengage, and then I want to move towards the bar, and then I want to hide behind the bar.
Cool. So
what
you,
can I do?
So you
Tell
go,
me my rolls.
Okay, cool. So nothing for that. So that's a rogue special ability, disengage. So you
Sweet.
dance away, and as they try to cut you, you just are getting away from it and dodge a blast. You like your height is kind of an advantage because there's so many knocked over tables and just things you can like hide and run under them. And one guy tries to hit you as you go under a table, but the short sword gets stuck in the table, and you just like, oh,
That's what I like to
screw
hear.
that guy.
Yeah.
And you get to the bar.
Alright, cool.
There is a terrified bartender that you were speaking to underneath there, and he is also loading a crossbow bolt. For you, for who, you don't know. But he's got the bolt is in there, and you guys kind of like look at each other. and you got an action left. What do you want to do?
Oh, goodness. I need to... I mean, obviously, I don't want that crossbow bolt coming at me. That's not what I was trying to make it over here for.
If you wanna do maybe a persuasion roll, this could be an action like, hey, I'm not here for you. You can maybe do an insight roll to see if he's loading that crossbow bolt for you. What do you want to do? There's plenty of booze behind here. Maybe there's some that's flammable. This is D&D, man. You can do whatever you want.
No, I know. I need to figure out what the hell I think I can do.
Is there anything back there you can heal yourself with?
I wish there was.
You could ask.
First aid kit.
I could ask. You're right. I could ask. You know what? Obviously, I'm not here for him, so maybe I do just ask.
Cool.
Just like, hey, man, I need a first aid kit. What do you got?
Cool. Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll. Or intimidation, if you're going to be like, hey, listen, see this?
Nope. I got none of... They're both... You know what? If I'm talking to this guy, I want to be as nice as I can because I want him to understand that I'm not here for him.
Okay.
I'm here for these. I took off a dude's face. Like, I'm here for that guy.
Okay.
If I don't...
Go ahead,
survive,
give me a
like-
persuasion roll then.
Yeah, persuasion roll. That's what I got to do.
D20 and roll it up.
And I only get +1.
Roll high then.
I'm going to roll a 20.
All right.
14.
15 because you get a +1, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So this mangled, bloodied halfling that just looks like he just got wrecked is like, hi, can I got any healing? And the guy, he's like wide-eyed with the crossbow bolt. He like looks at you, looks at the crossbow bolt, looks back at you, and he kind of goes, and he points over to a box that you see, and you take it, rummage through the box.
Yeah, of course I rummaged through that box.
Cool. So you rummage through this box, and it's a box that has what looks like bandages, sewing kits, and it also has several vials
Sweet.
in it. And some of the vials, they are written in and they're given the universal symbol for healing, which
Okay.
is like a symbol of a god in this
Perfect.
world.
I was like, good God, do I need a fucking perception roll this fucking
Cool.
vial?
Nice.
Like,
So
what do I need to
for
do?
your action, you can go ahead and drink one of those.
Yeah, I'll drink one of those.
Cool. So you just pop it off and go, I hope this is what it says on the bottle. And you down it, and you go ahead and you roll 3d4. So that triangle one right there?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so roll 2 of those, and then one more.
All right, cool.
And that's what you gain back. Cool. Broeka, it's up to you now. What's up? You got this terrified dude in front of you who just tried to take a swing at you that you easily parried.
I
So
need
I-
help, Bex.
Can I pick him up and throw him at the knight?
Yes. yeah, you straight up can. So we're
Yeah.
I'm
gonna
gonna do that.
We're gonna do. You want to hand me that thing right there? The paper underneath. Yeah, perfect. So we're gonna do what's called grappled moves. Now, grappling's fun because this is why I love D&D, because you're gonna pick this dude up and you're gonna straight up throw him. So you're gonna have to go ahead and attack him. So
Okay.
use one of your attacks. So go ahead and roll D20. You're gonna add your strength, which is +4. I will let you take advantage on that, so you can roll it again if you drop your axe.
Okay.
You got to just throw it to the ground and you're just gonna use both hands.
All right, fine.
Cool. So you're using both hands, and you get to roll advantage D20. 19.
Glad I dropped that fucking axe.
He's
No
gonna
shit.
try to dodge. He's gonna try to resist you with his own strength check, and his athletics is only like +3, I think. So. Oh shit! He's one under you. So you go ahead and you grab this terrified guy, and you can tell that he's a street tough. He knows this. He immediately grabs you by the crook of your ankle, your elbows, to try to like knock off your ability, but. Nah, homie.
Half orc.
Do they have any idea who you are? Like,
No.
really? Like, so he kind of tries to knock you, and you just kind of like flip him back out of the crook of your elbows, and you lift him, and you pick him up by his crotch, giving him a good squeeze and you've got him above your head. What do you want to do?
Throw him at the knight.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So go ahead, give me an attack roll. You're gonna add strength to this one,
Come on, Bex.
Yeah.
because why wouldn't you? Usually it's a dex roll, but I mean.
3.
3 plus 4.
3 plus
7.
4. Okay, so you pick this guy up and you just go. "Huh!" He's like, "Ah!" And it's the scream that the knight hears, and he looks behind him and he quickly ducks as this flying man goes straight into the brick and stone wall, and you hear a crunch, and the guy like falls to the ground. Let's do 2d8 because that was awesome. Actually, sorry. Let's do a D10 and a D6. We don't have a D8s. Yeah, so that yellow one and that blue one. Perfect. That one works too. Just roll that, and that's the damage this guy takes as he flies right into someone's face.
6
Add
and
your
8.
strength to
6
that
and
too.
8 plus 4. So
Plus you're raging, so
So
another plus
18.
2.
18,
20.
20. Yeah, 20.
20. You just threw this dude into a wall.
I think you just
Wow.
killed him.
Yeah, you actually straight up did. All right, so you hear a sickening crunch as this guy's face impacts, and I hear like a little as he just slides against the wall, not
Mess
moving.
with the Rekka, bitches.
Not moving. That was ridiculous. All right. The knight's able to get down. What the hell? Ah! Ah! And he hears the daintiest scream you've ever heard. Ah! Ah! And he looks at Rekka and he realizes there might be something wrong here. All right, next we've got the knight who, seeing Broeka, then looking back at Vander, spare the rod, harm the child, he says, and he goes and he stabs at you again twice, and he's going to go 7. He's going to hit 12. I don't know. So he misses that first time. He cuts in, and he lands right on the booth you guys are sitting in the wood. He rips it out, and in the backswing, he hits you again, and he nails you in the backswing. You're able to dodge, but you can feel a little bit of your scalp pop off. This thing is damn sharp, and you are a little bit more balder from this.
You look like me. Maybe not my character, but like me in reality.
You take 12 damage from this hit. It was a
All
good
right.
one, and you're bleeding profusely. That's not a status, unfortunately, but you take 12 damage. All right. So here's what this is looking like. Those two guys that you dodged, the guy with the face, the no face, he has eyes for one person, and it's you, and he's coming to you from the bar. The other dude with the short sword, he looks over at Brex and goes, he kind of shakes his head, and he's like, that guy was gonna retire on Tuesday. and he like looks back and he like takes a guard position for Brex. Vander, you're dodged this guy and you're looking at him and you can get ready to wreck him. Right now, though, Havelock, you just drank that potion feeling much better. much better. And that's the way things look right now. First up is Thug A, who you see, you can hear him as he lifts his head above the bar, and there's his face, which has definitely seen better days. It looks like he just got cheese grated. It is not looking good. He's bleeding profusely everywhere, and he goes, I'm gonna wreck you! And he like kind of like climbs over the bar, and you can kind of see his eyes kind of messed up, so he's kind of doing it a little clumsily, but he comes down at you, and he brings down a big old strong swing right at you, and he is gonna go ahead and 13.
I have 16 armor class.
Okay, you see it land right in between your legs, and it is damn close to the parts you like the most, maybe. But it doesn't hit it.
Sweet.
All right, up next is Thug going after you, Broeka, and he's gonna try to attack you in the name of old little Petey, and he gets a 19. He's gonna hit you with his short sword. He's gonna do 9 points of damage to you as you like are looking at your handiwork of crushing that guy's face, and he stabs right into your belly, like into the side of your belly, and you kind of like look down barely and then look back up at him and just
How much damage?
That would be 7, I'm sorry.
And I was still down to 41 from before, right?
Yeah, you still took that damage. Cool.
Crack some face, be record.
Yeah, so that's
7.
Yeah. Cool. Next up is Flame Touch. What do you want to do? The flame.
I'm going to cast Firebolt at 90.
Okay, so your Fireball is a pretty big
Bolt.
Oh, bolt. Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Not fireball? You're not gonna fireball this?
You've got Magic Missile too. If you want to go ahead and do that. I unfortunately when I made your character sheets, they didn't have that as a spell. But Magic Missile auto hits everything. It's 4 bolts.
Then Magic Missile.
Okay, cool. So each one does 1d4. It automatically hits. So you stretch your hand forth, and purple balls begin to form at each one of your fingers, not your thumb, and you just point them right at the knight, and they fly out. And each one zips around him and then just crashes into him like stones or fists punching him. So go ahead, roll 4d4.
8 so far.
8.
And then 4.
So 12 plus 4. So damn, 16.
16.
He's not feeling it.
You fucking.
So you've been hurting this guy pretty bad, but he's not slowing down.
No, he's got snake powers, guys.
He's not slowing down.
This is the snake. I can.
We need to. Yeah.
Maybe I need to perception check this, but I have a feeling like there's maybe no character knowledge, obviously. But
all right, so
you need to bring me a healing potion from that box.
I'm gonna kill this fucker first. He's dead.
So the other thug is gone. Becca rearranged his face with a wall, so that's gone. Halflock, you're up. There's this guy with a knife next to your junk. What are you gonna do?
This may seem crazy, but there is a bartender that's at least probably bigger than me, right?
Yeah, he's human.
I can hide behind him.
He's with his back up against the bar.
Remember, he's loading a crossbow.
Good thinking. Good halfling thinking, though.
Dude, I'm gonna hide.
Oh, it's a big guy. Yeah,
hide right behind. Yeah, someone next to me. Is there anything near me that I can hide?
No, your back is against the other side of the bar. So there's there's plenty of drinks all around you.
Well, I can't smash a drink in this guy's face.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, no, I know I can, but I need to attack this fool way harder.
Sure.
Than that.
A drink would do is improvise, so it's a d6. You wouldn't get your proficiency. You wouldn't add the +7. You'd only add, let's say, your dex, so +4.
All right, but hold up.
What's up?
So, my dagger, as much as I love it, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm definitely more of a dagger dude. So here's the thing.
What do you do? It. Lay it on me, Dad.
I'm gonna drop my rapier.
Okay.
And grab just a bottle, and I want to make sure it stings when I grab it. So it's got to be really toxic ale, something that they have. I don't know, some kind of crazy I don't know.
We'll let fate decide what you grab, but if
All
that's
right.
what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Okay?
I want to grab that, and then I'm gonna attack this guy with both my dagger
And the bottle?
and the bottle.
Okay, cool. So roll. The green will be the bottle, and the purple will be your dagger. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. So you're gonna roll those 2d20.
sweet.
The green the won't get the proficiency bonus, but you will add your dex to it. Why not?
That's okay. His face is bleeding, and I imagine alcohol will definitely hurt.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thought.
All right. Cool. So
The dagger gets.
yeah. So this guy's definitely been in a bar fight before, and bottles are no surprise to him. And he as you swing the bottle, he kind of knocks it, palms it away. But as he palms it away, he kind of screwed up his vision real quick because he knocked it away, and his arm's kind of curling. And as he brings his hand back to stab you again, he sees a dagger now. So go ahead, give me a D4 because you nail him.
Sweet.
Nice.
Cool.
4 + 4.
8. All right. So what was that guy at? Oh yeah, shit. Yeah. Okay. So as he knocks it away, you leap forward, almost like lunging, with your rapier, but with a dagger, because he's too close now for the rapier to really work well. So you leap forward right through his eye, and your dagger's long enough to go right through to the other side. He drops like a sack of potatoes.
Fuck yeah.
Gone. All right. Now we've got Broheka. You got a guy in front of you. What you want to do?
Which guy is this in front of me again?
It's the dude that's been trying to attack Havelock.
Okay.
But he broke off after he saw you wreck the guy who's about to retire on Tuesday. Way to go. Hope you feel good about yourself.
So I didn't move forward at all, so my axe is still by my feet, right?
Yeah, you still don't have an axe. If you want to pick that up for a bonus action, I'll let you, but you are going to be dipping, and he's going to try to stab you probably. He's going to get an opportunity attack on that one.
So
You can always... You've got
Can I
really
just
big
punch
fists.
him?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can punch him.
let's just punch him.
Punch away, dude. Punch away. You've got 2 fists, so I can't see why you're not going to make 2 attacks with that. So
I
it's
mean, she's raging too, still, right?
Yeah, so it's a D4 when you hit him, but go ahead and roll D20 first. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's a 13. Oh, shit, yeah, I think I went 12. So yeah, your first punch hits him. Roll me again. See what happens the next one. Yeah, you make his AC. So yeah, 2.
Straight in the face.
So
1-2
D4
punch.
plus 5, 6. Yeah. Jeez, barbarians, man. Barbarians, dude. So plus 4 to that.
Nine.
Plus 5, 6. Sorry to that. So, ouch, face. All right, and then give me another D4. Because you hit him twice. Yeah. Barbarians, man. Barbarians.
1.
Plus 5, right? Yeah. 6. Sorry.
6.
So 7.
So 9 and 7.
So you throw a quick jab that breaks his nose. Jabs aren't supposed to break people's noses. Your jabs do. You jab him, breaks his nose, and then a massive left-hand uppercut just sends him probably 3 inches into the air, pretty much out of his boots, and he collapses again like a sack of potatoes. He's done. That guy's done.
There's only a night left, I think.
Yeah.
Guys. We got
but
this.
if we don't get the knight, he is going to kill me.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, straight up.
All right, and almost as though you were talking about him, the knight is now up, and he goes ahead and swings for the fences on you. He hits a knight 20. He hits a 20. So that's you. Bam hits you again. What you at, buddy?
13.
Not anymore. He does 9 points of damage to you.
Damn.
And his next attack,
He might kill you.
17.
Oh my god. I hope
Cool.
That hits.
All right, he does. And what are you at now?
I was at 4.
Okay, so the first strike, he brings up a pommel strike, knocks you in the head, and you wobble knee for a minute, Indiana Jones style, and then you just fall right on your butt. And the knight has his sword. He lifts it above his head and goes, peasants. And as he's about to bring down his sword, Merlin, what was his name now? Merlin
Lockheed Buttersnatch.
Merlin
the 4th, 'cause
Lockheed
he needs numbers.
Buttersnatch
Butters.
jumps from Broeka's back, flaps in the air, to which the knight looks at him and goes, it's beautiful. And then the dragon goes, and breathes a gout of flame right at this guy's face, which he then starts to scream as his face, you see it, although your double vision foreigner song style, as it kind of forms up and just melts this guy's face off. He's screaming the most high-pitched scream that some of you will hear while you sleep in your nightmares as he begins to run around the bar, falling over. This wooden bar, though, it's made of wood
Shit.
with a lot
on
of booze
fire.
everywhere,
Oh snap.
and things start to catch a light very quickly. but the knight is either quite dead or on his way to being way dead. But everybody's wrecked at your feet, guys. The bar's on fire, and it's catching a lot faster. Give me perception rolls from everybody.
19, damn.
Yep, 19.
My total is 18.
19 plus 2, so I had 21.
4.
So
I'm almost.
you're
dead,
too
though.
you're too busy noticing that nobody. You're too busy like watching this guy die terribly. But you guys notice that Beaumont's gone.
Fuck.
Beaumont's way gone. You don't know
That
where he
fucker.
went and how he disappeared, but he's totally gone. So however, the bar is very much on fire right now, guys. It's falling apart. What do you want to do?
So I would like to yell to Brex to tell her to grab Vander and get the fuck out of here.
Cool.
That's what I'd like to
I'm down
tell
for
her to
that.
do.
Cool. All right. So you run up. Is that what you want to do?
Yep.
Cool. You run up. You grab Vander. You throw him over your shoulder. Do you want to say anything to him as you?
It's all right, small human. I got you.
Just like every other bar we're in. So Brax throws you over her shoulder like a sack of flour and turns toward the door and begins to run out. How do you want to get out of here? Front door, back door?
I'm not done with this night.
Yeah, okay, fine. Creepy, but fine.
This bar may be on fire, but this motherfucker
So
needs to die.
we'll do you then, Brex. So as you run out, one of the beams that has been on fire, this got too much weight on it, and it begins to creak, and it breaks down and starts to fall right at you. What do you want to do? You can get an athletics roll if you want to just punch it out of the way, but I'll give you a dex roll too if you want to like dodge or if you want to stop. Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I think your athletics is set.
right
I
now-
want to do an athletics roll and try and punch it out of the way.
Okay, so this thing's falling, but the door's right in front of you. The door you broke open's right in front of you. So if you were able to knock this thing away or dodge it or something, you're free. You're home free. So what do you want to do? Did you want to hit it?
Yeah, let's
Okay,
hit it.
cool. Give me a. Let's do an attack roll. Why not? Cool. So you're gonna roll. You get a 17.
Nice.
This thing's falling, and you're like, this is what I did when I was a kid. I punched flaming pieces of wood that were thrown at me, like Scottish like the Scottish like log thrown style. That's what you did at 12. So this thing falls, and you just go boom, and you just knock it out of the way. It cracks and almost sounds like it apologizes for doing such a thing to you, and it falls to the side, and you run out into the dark and dreary alley, and there you see a shadow. But before we get to the shadow, you're behind the bar, and this guy who's desperately
just
trying to
saved
put
your
out a
life.
fire. There's the
did,
guy
thank
who's
you.
been trying to put out the fire, but you don't care about him.
I don't care about him. Not at all. Here's what I do want to do. Since this night is probably still somewhere out in the bar, I
Yeah.
want to try to take my cunning action to hide behind the bar.
Cool. He's up against the bar making a high pitch.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not looking too good.
All right, sweet. Can I be determined as hidden behind the bar?
Sure.
Sweet. I will roll for that if you want.
No. I mean, he's kind
He
of
doesn't know
busy
what's going
right
on.
now,
All right.
dying horribly. So
So what is assassinate again?
so you would have to do that before anybody acted in the
Oh, okay.
entire round.
So I could have done that initially.
Yeah, but you auto critted for that.
Oh,
Remember?
okay.
So that's what it gets
Oh,
you.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's
what
right.
it gets
Okay,
you.
yeah,
Automatic
you're
crits.
right. Okay, good. All right. Well, you know what? Since I'm hiding behind this bar, I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm gonna try to slit this dude's throat. He's up against the bar, right?
Yeah, so you coup de grace him.
Yeah.
He comes up to you and he weakly goes,
Yep.
"My lord will find you."
Okay.
And then you plunge a dagger in his throat
Yep.
and pull it out, and a brief death rattle,
Sweet.
and he's done.
Perfect.
Cool.
I'm gonna walk casually out the back door then.
Cool.
I'm fine. I don't
So-
care about this burning building.
As the bar
Unless it-
burns behind
I was
you.
like, so yeah, that's you guys see Havelock, all 3 feet 11 of him walk out of this burning bar, a shadow, and the rain has started again, and it's kind of making sizzling noises. You walk out and you see Brex with a flame touch Vander on her back and looking over, and you look at where they're looking at down the way, and there you see a man, a very large man, 7 feet tall, bare chested, and on his chest you see what looks to be a tattoo of a coiled snake around his stomach, leading all the way up to his pectoral muscles. And then once you figure, it goes up over his head and goes onto his bald head, and the little diamond of a snake in between his eyebrows, and you can kind of tell where his eyes are. That's where the fangs are supposed to be. He's lit up orange and red by this continuing fire, and behind him you see a dragon with a saddle on it, an all black dragon with a saddle that looks to be on it. And this guy has a very bushy beard, but the thing that you get seen the most is the fact that in his right eye is a purple crystal, much like the one that is in Merlin Snatched Humababa. Much like the one that's in Merlin.
Lockheed Buttersnatch the fourth.
And it shines just a little bit. And the man looking at you then says, "The lads fleeing from a sinking ship with my property." And at that, his purple crystal eye begins to glow. And so too does Merlin's crystal in his head. And that's where we'll stop. That's
Sweet.
where we'll end.
Awesome.
Okay,
Awesome.
cool. Yeah, that's tight.
Cool,
Yeah, that
guys.
was a
So what do you guys
blast,
think?
man. Dude, you are phenomenal.
Cool.
Dungeon master,
I'm glad you
dude.
liked it. How much time we got? How was that?
We went a little over. We're
Okay.
at 2 hours.
Oh, geez. I'm so sorry, guys.
Don't
It's okay,
apologize.
totally worth it. We
We
were
can
wrapped up.
We
It's
can
fun.
also split it up too.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
cool.
we have to. But no, dude, you really paint a very good picture when we're playing.
Cool.
I enjoyed every second of this. In fact, I don't know why I don't do this anymore. And like I said at dinner, video games is why. But
Yeah.
Don't get
thank
me
you,
wrong.
man. That
no,
was
no problem.
You can play a video game for 2 hours, but like I just envisioned us in this bar scene, me as a little halfling running around trying to destroy people. Like, and you know what? We killed everyone that we were up against.
Yeah.
So, and I
except
made
this
sure.
new guy in the alley.
Oh, I should have said Beaumont's behind this guy too, pointing at you guys. That's what I should have said.
Ah, snap!
Totally
I know who
forgot
this
about
is.
Beaumont.
This is the snake.
This is wreathed in snakes,
Yeah, this
maybe,
is wreathed in-
maybe. But yeah, that's where we'll end that. I
mean,
always
look
like
at
to leave
his-
it on a bit of a cliffhanger.
his face. He is wreathed in snakes.
He looks like fucking Serpentor.
So yeah, what do you think, Brecca?
So good. I
Good.
loved that.
Good.
if we have first
I
off.
really like playing the Barbarian Smasher. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never,
You should.
not in any game, I
Yeah.
always play either a healer or like some kind of magic user, occasionally a rogue, but I love this.
You broke a dude's face by throwing him in a wall.
Yeah.
Like you killed him.
Honestly,
Hulk
best
smash.
moment of my gaming life right
Yeah.
there.
That's awesome.
So I mean, like, yeah, that's all D&D's about, is really telling a story. And there's it's easy to be a bad DM and just kind of railroad a story out at people, but there was a lot of different things that could happen to you guys throughout that entire thing. You could have.
You're
killed the
very
farmers, you
flexible,
could've-
and like I didn't
Yeah.
feel like we were
Yeah.
ever on rails.
No,
Cool.
you're right. Like I considered killing that farmer because I was stealth that whole time. I did.
Yeah, yeah.
So it could have made it easier getting into the town. There was a lot of stuff that went on, and like
Yeah.
I really hated that guy anyways, and I truly did just think about killing him. That was in my mind.
And
I was
see,
like,
the thing about D&D is you can.
I can.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point, is to like tell a story with everybody to try to figure it out. So that's the kind of stuff you guys can expect from Role Models. Like I said, we'll have our first episode sometime in February, beginning of February.
So
We will definitely link it.
cool.
yeah, are you guys doing? I don't remember, but you said something like you're doing an actual video.
Yeah, so it's us and I believe 6 people, five other people, including
Yeah.
Broeka, and we're all sitting down and doing some D&D in a homebrew world called Escana, and we're all going to be playing, and you can expect a lot more of that. It's going to be a long series where we can all play. It's going to be for Capping Kids too. We're going to have donations for both Capping Kids and Doctors Without Borders.
Nice.
So we'll take those, and so yeah, thank you guys so much for letting me come out here. And
No,
walk
thank
you guys
you, man,
through.
because you ran everything tonight, and I had
Jesus.
I had an absolute blast. This was
Cool.
this was great.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming down and spending time with us. In the spirit of time, I'm not going to do my normal close tonight or plug anything that we are doing. Across the table from me, very excellent DM. If you ever get the chance to play Dungeons and Dragons with him, I highly recommend it. If you saw how much fun we were having tonight, our new friend Mario. To my left, the sexy chameleon. You saw her dressed as Juliet Starling on the website this week. And we are taking requests, and I cannot believe. Have you gotten one yet, PM to you?
No, I have not. No requests yet.
Well, you guys don't want all these to be my requests, because Lollipop Chainsaw was certainly my, definitely one of my choices. So send requests the way. When we get the cameras in the Bit Cave next month, actually, there'll be a lot more of that. To my right, the podcast would not happen without the chairman of the soundboards, Tyler Run, TRG Glaze. And as you guys know, I'm Eric G. Hollis, and we are out.
Cool. Sorry
That
about
was
that, guys.
fucking
I didn't know.
awesome.
I didn't realize it was gonna go that far.
That was great.
Yeah.
that was awesome, dude. And even if we do break it down into 2, it gives us a point where we can be like, tape right at the end of it and be like, And next time, tune in to see how our adventure, finishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I expected somebody to talk their way through those guards faster. I think that's the problem at the front of the gate.
We took a lot of time dealing with the farmer.
Yeah.
And the guards.
Yeah, I
I
thought there was
didn't
going to be
wanna
more
kill
like, fuck the farmer, fireball, fireball, fireball. You
No,
know?
we tried
kill him.
We tried to diplomatically.
I'm always gonna try to
Go
talk
through
my
some-
way out of shit.
Not me, dude.
before-
I just
Yeah.
in
he's
that
the-
bar. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Tyler's the killer. I'm the one that's gonna try to negotiate.
Well, dude, chaotic neutral. That's what I would do. I had to stay to deal with that fucking night. I don't care about the burning
Did you
building.
cut the YouTube feed?
Oh no.
I was about to say if not, because we're still.
Goodbye, everybody. If you're still there, peace out.
Cool. I